Hungry, hungry, pizza for me.
No. Oh no. Oh, oh, already. uh, that was a very special moment. And I felt only appropriate for 40 bits since that was the number of gummies that we consumed. You can relive that moment here forever. Gummy pain. Thank you for that, and thank you for the slice. Octul, it's good to see you. We'll get started here in a little bit. I'm just getting the last few things sorted. I do have what a stream that was. I do have one more thing I have to complete, but I will show you shortly. Until then, enjoy the musings of Reginald Watts.
It looks like you weren't expecting such a hungry guy.
Windfish, my brother in Christ. Welcome in. What the heck is up? Toad Sparks, welcome in.
Cheer 15.
March! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And the cheer 15. Thank you so much for the Daytona and the 14 months. All in a 14-month streak. I gotta get you on the May subs board. Let me grab this up here. Those ads are coming. You know how it is. Dude. Mayhem Mars is Prime Gaming. And Toad Sparks with the primer. I got you. 26 months with your prime. And look at that rainbow shell. Oh, man. It's good to be live.
I sure could use a slice of that pizza.
Sure feels good. Grab a slice for everybody. Apparently running around making and you're streaking as well. Oh, look at you. You got the matching 14-month badge too with your name. It looks so good. I'm so happy with the sub badges, dude. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Give me slice now.
Yep, slices for all. Slices for everyone. Snow. Thank you so much, Aquatool and Cross. What's up, dude? Welcome in. Thank you so much for the 4 months. You know what we got to play next, right? You know what we got to do next, right? I have to do it. The original was good. Raina B, welcome in for 6 months.
6 million.
Excuse me, 6 million. Enjoy your 6 million. Your 6 months badge, dude. All the turtles shells look so good. I gotta add Raina B. I got Chahi for 6 months, 6 million months.
It looks like you weren't expecting such a hungry guy.
I really wasn't. Dude, the new badges, I know. All right, you know what we have to do. The original was so good, but I gotta come back with the full extended version. You ready? Everybody. Gummy bears. History. Oh, with the secrets of gummy berry juice. Oh. Whatever they chew. Gummy bears. Oh, it's so good. I have not been able to stop listening to it. So good. So good. I just wanted to make sure the map looked good too. They sing out in chorus. Key change. They are the One more. Gummy bears. They are the gummy bears. It's like when you didn't get enough on the first time, and then they hit you with the extra. Ooh. They hit you with the second verse and the key change, and it goes up, and it's like, oh, it just gets even better and better. Welcome in, gang. How's it going? It's good to see you. Glad you made it. We're waiting for the rest of the ads to play out, and I'll go through everything else, all the news stuff, all the changes. Hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday. Can't believe it's been 2 weeks since I've been here, since I sat in this chair and hit the go live, and I've seen you. If I haven't seen you, or if I haven't said hi yet and you've come in, please feel free to do so. It's gonna be my new karaoke song. Yeah, it is. It's I need a little bit more practice, but I definitely can see myself using that for karaoke. My favorite thing about the gummy bears is that they're evangelical Christians. Yeah, I think in time too we'll come to know and love our Lord and Savior Gummy Christ, aka Jesus Christ, because I was saying his name 2 weeks ago. I was praying. I was up on that porcelain throne. I was praying for salvation, and it came. And we'll talk more about that later too, Windfish. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you, my brother. Oh man, welcome back from the ads. If you got hit with the ads, apologies. I'm usually really good about telling you the best way to get rid of the ads is to subscribe. We have all sorts of amazing benefits for our subscribers here on Twitch. For just $5.99 a month, you get brand new custom subscriber badges, and some of you may have noticed and seen them already. Oh man, they look so good. I'm so happy with them. Spiffy did such an amazing job. I gotta do a quick shout out for Spiff. She is unbelievably talented. Gave her all my notes, everything that we guys talked about in the sub club, another feature for your subscription here. Spiffy just is so amazingly talented, not only with her artwork, but just like streaming it and engaging with the communities and shouting people out and using her influence for good. I was just so impressed at all of the variants that we have. I think she ended up giving me 16 different variants for all of the different turtles. And there's still 4 more actually that we need to figure out what to do with, because they're like the 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5, I think, or 6.5 through 8 years. Nobody has those, but I got most of the other ones, and they look good all stacked together. Everybody's different colored turtle shells look so good. You get ad free, obviously, with your subby. I'm gonna change the music a little bit here. You get access to our sub club, which I do want to go through. I want to show you guys some pictures that I took from my trip last week, or this week. Yes, this week. Why time? Discounts on Fourth Wall, which, by the way, should be fixed. Gifting should be back on the menu. Boys and girls, digital turtles and usernames. We do this every month for every subscription. I give you your own turtle with your name, your username, and basically I go off of your username color. Monthly giveaway entries for every subscription. You also get entered into those giveaways. Gifted subs get you extras, additional entries for tier 2 and tier 3 subs. You contribute to stream goals like opening up card packs or doing other big giveaways. More details on that. And my undying gratitude, of course, forever and always. So, what's new, gang? What's going on? It's hard to tell, but there has been an addition on the map. And since I saw you last, I felt like it would be good to show you. Let's open this up. Nope. Let's open this one up. Yep. Yep. And let's go over here. Let's take a closer look. Main cam. Okay, that's me. Where's leftist? Yes. Let's take a closer look here. We've added a new spot on the map just over here. Get the heck out of here. Just over here, far to the west in the Kaizo Badlands. There is a new monument. A one porcelain throne, now ruined and with a questionable carcass here on the far end. The Kaizo Badlands has their latest feature from our Gummy Bear stream a couple weeks ago. I felt like that was only appropriate to add, and you can see it right here. And part of our Living World saga that we're doing. We also added a new alert for 40 bits to commemorate the 40 gummies consumed in the sugar-free Gummy Bear Kaizo Challenge. Picked a very special moment that was close to me breaking. And I'm honestly, I'm glad I found it as quick as I did. The whole map looks updated. It looks so good. Yeah, dude, you guys look good way up here in the corner. We got Stin Shores. We've got so many places to go to. I'm so excited about it. Gummy bears are deadly predators in the Veld. Yeah, until they make it to the Badlands, where pretty much everything goes to die, including my will to live in the Kaizo Challenge specifically. Jesus Christ. Looks like you had nice weather. Yes, it was. Big GC. Gummies Christ. Yeah, so I updated the map. I also keep forgetting that I have these lights up. It's funny because you can do yeah. Let's go white. Let's go pretty white. The lights that I put up when we got in here. I keep forgetting I have them. What else? I have updated the map. I got the updated subscriber badges. I got gifting. Twitch gifting for Fourth Wall should be active. We can test that out in a little bit. Let's see. I got all the subs updated for May. And then there was one other thing I was supposed to talk about. What was it? Oh, from the last stream. I'm doing okay. I'm actually never better. I think the next day I was like a little bit fatigued, but it wasn't anything too bad. Most of that was contained within the night of doing that challenge. So I'm good. I know it's like I do the sugar-free gummy bear Kaizo stream, and then I go away for 2 weeks, and then it's like, oh God, what happened? I was still around. I was still hanging out in other people's streams and such. So I just was not able to stream last weekend because I went on a trip. And I will also say that yesterday I spent like an hour and a half editing down that stream. I really want to work on my editing for a shorter form. I mean, it's still probably going to end up being like 20 plus minutes long, but I want to do a proper YouTube video covering what happened for the sugar-free gummy challenge, because I really enjoyed watching the Pay Money Wubby recap with you guys, and I kind of wanted to do my own that highlights, the beginning, middle, and end, the rise and fall of Shogundi during that challenge. Editing can be so fun. I know it's like a 5-hour VOD, and I'm like 25 minutes in, so it's gonna take a minute, but I'm getting comfortable with it again. I'm going through and I'm pulling out like clips and stuff, so I want to utilize that as much as I can and make the most of it for like clips and YouTube and Instagram reels and stuff. But I also really want to make like a proper recap video of that stream and let that be like a project for me to work on this coming week. And lots of time to do so. it's going to be a big week for Show Buddy. I can't really get into the details at this moment. Um, and for reasons I also cannot explain, but just know that big and hot, big and hot is very much still the theme this year. And I trust me, it will make sense. Editing noob here wants a good go-to cheap free software to do that. I had used what was I using to clip and make videos before? I had been using a program for a while. Also exclamation mark PokeCatch in the chat if you want to participate in the community game. Bow, it's good to see you. Welcome in. CJ as well. If I haven't said hi again, please feel free to chime in. Yeah, I wanted to get a little bit better at it, so I ended up buying Movavi is the one that I use, Marge, but I know there was another one that I was using, and I want to say it was either CapCut, free video editing software. There was another one I was using for a while. We can go into Electro Lounge Chill. I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's good. Low cost free editing softwares. Canva does one. OpenShot. OpenShot was the one that I had been using. I knew it was going to be in the top list here. OpenShot video editor. I've been using that for a long time. I think since like 2021, I had been using that. And then last year, I had breached into CapCut. And then I know that there was another one that was like similar to what you see for TikTok. Maybe that is CapCut, but I was having a little bit of a hard time with the learning curve, and then I looked into Movavi and was like, oh, this actually works kind of good. This is the only experience I have, so that's helpful. I'm getting into diamond painting, and I really want to make some sped up time lapses of me doing that. Oh, sick! Yeah. Yeah, CJ, you really are the best. Anytime you have a creative endeavor, you want to talk shop, uh, and CJ is like the first person that comes to mind. That's just like, who's got it? I think of you and I think of Sorrow, who is, I believe, on his way home from his trip, the trip that we both were out of town for. So my brother got married, and since he is our forever GM, all of the crew gets invited, and we were traveling last week. So I can take you through. I can actually show you some pictures. And this was actually me flying out of St. Thomas is where we were at. Yeah, so beautiful island. Came in. I ended up having to connect through Miami on Monday. So I left Monday morning. I got to Miami and then stayed there the night. Got there Tuesday afternoon, and it was just gorgeous. It was such a beautiful trip because Sorrow ends up going on the cruise with my brother and our family. I was unfortunately not able to do the cruise itself, but I told him, I was like, listen, I'll be there. I will show up. I will be there for the day, the wedding itself. And so met them on the island. It was just amazing. So I don't know if you can see it from here because the airport kind of flies over like around the middle section of the island. But I think it's like in here somewhere. There's a resort, or maybe it's this one. There's a resort that I stayed at that was really nice, and I mean you can see where all these houses are up on this like larger mountain. You really don't have a bad spot to look at in St. Thomas, or I guess like wherever you are, you've got like one of the most scenic views ever. I mean, it was very much worth the trip. And once we got there and we got to the location where the wedding was, it was just, man, it was perfect. Wait, where is this? St. Thomas. Yeah, St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands. Another good thing about it is, yeah, GeoGuessr with Shogundi. Another great thing about it, you don't need a passport because it is technically in the territories. Yeah, it's amazing. So was there Tuesday evening, met up with a friend who was also staying on the island, who was one of the other best men or the groomsmen for the wedding for my brother, and got to meet his family. And then we went out to dinner, crashed that night, and then Wednesday he picked me up and we were like driving around. We picked up my brother, we picked up dad, we took them back to the hotel where they were staying at, and then they got dressed, we took them to the location, and then waited for everybody else to get off of the boat and come down for the ceremony itself. Gorgeous. I just like, I can't even tell you how special it was. But I also wanted to say a really cool thing happened on my way home. And there's a lot more photos and stuff that I shared in the sub club. If you are not already, if you are subscribed and you're not already in there, join the Discord, because when you link your Twitch and your Discord, you get access to the sub club where you can see updates from me, changes about the stream or any other future events and stuff. There's more pictures in there, but I just wanted to show you guys a couple just to share and talk about my trip a little bit and catch up with you guys is the main goal today. So something really cool happened, and on my flight out of St. Thomas, we get a ping from the flight attendants. It was our pilot's last flight. Like it was all through. I booked everything through American Airlines. Captain Jeff Collins and his lovely family had their last flight, and so I got in, and the flight attendants were like, "Check your seats. The captain left you something. It's his last flight today." And so he was super sweet, and you could just tell like it meant so much to him. All the little emojis, I'm crying. I know, dude. Thank you for joining me and my family celebrating my last trip with American Airlines. 37 years, millions of miles, hundreds of thousands of people flown. To God be the glory. And just it was so sweet because I think some of his immediate family was with him on that flight. So I think they went down to St. Thomas and made sure that they got their flights booked so that he was going to be flying them back to Miami. I know, Bao, it's so crazy. And then you could just tell like he was getting emotional, and it was really sweet because I've never flown, and it had been someone's last flight before they retired. Almost 40 years of flying through American Air. I mean, who knows? Maybe I was on one of his flights before. You just really never know. And the fact that he took the time, he made all the cards and he put them in everybody's seats and wanted to share that moment with us was so cool. The other really cool thing, which I didn't know that they did this, maybe some of you guys, it's happened to you, or if you've flown and you've been a part of somebody's last flight, a pilot's last flight. So they did this thing. Hang on, I want to make sure I get it pulled up. Can you guys hear that or no? I love little things like this. Life is so cool, and with so many people doing cool things. I know, Raina. It really put into focus and perspective of like you just never know until like somebody shares this kind of stuff with you. Like it would have just been another day. It would have been another flight home. So I didn't know they did this, but apparently when we got and we landed to Miami and we got on the tarmac, the captain comes on and he says, "Well, in true tradition, looks like they're going to have a little spray or something for us." And I didn't understand what he meant when he first said it, but he was super humble about it. And he was like, we'll be pulling up to our gate shortly, but they've set up something for us. And then as soon as he clicked off the intercom, the flight attendant comes back on and she's like, "Captain Collins is being extremely humble and modest right now. They do not normally do this, even for most people who retire. But they bring out like these like service vehicles or trucks or whatever, and they spray the truck or the sorry, they spray the truck spray the plane with like this water and like welcoming him home. Dude, and the like most of his other family and his grandkids are waiting inside at the terminal for them. It was such a sweet moment. They played the music on the intercom and everything. Isn't that nuts? You guys heard that, right? Captain Collins, it's crazy. I was on his first flight one last ride. Yeah, 37 years ago, huh? You are. I forget how old you are, Windfish. Yeah, you were. You were on there on that first flight. So I was on the last one. So kind of cool that we get to hang out here and talk about it. Um, Dude, played the celebration music. You know what I'm saying? Like it was such a sweet moment. And there's a bunch of other really nice pictures in the sub club if you want to go check it out. Um, Showcasing various moments. You can see the cruise that my brother and everybody, and then Sarah was on there. Some of the places that we visited, and then just some really nice shots and some pictures of your boy all dressed up in there. It was really sweet. It was just such a good time. So I got back home very, very early Friday morning. I spent like 15 hours traveling Thursday. I left Thursday morning. I went and got my breakfast and coffee, immediately went to the airport, and then got through security in like an hour and a half. Because I guess everybody was leaving Thursday morning. Sat at my gate for about an hour, and then flew to Miami with Captain Collins on his last flight, connected in Miami, and then my last two flights both got delayed by like an hour and a half. So four airports later, three flights, two taxis, and one very tired show buddy. Made it home at like I made it home after midnight, and then didn't end up going to bed till like 1 o'clock, and then I went to work, and then I went to work Friday morning like a good little boy. Went straight to work the next day, and thankfully everybody was done and started going home around noon. So I called it early that day. Wartron, it's good to see you. Welcome in. How are you? Love it when people just good to each other. Yeah, it feels like a rarity these days. So neat to see. I did want to share that because it's really important. And thank you for the follow, dude. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hello, I'm late as the gummy bear aftermath. Honestly, I was fine. That night, that Mother's Day night, we purged everything and then kind of rested and got back on our feet the next day. But it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And hi, welcome in. How did you find us on Pluto? Thanks so much again for the follow. We're just kind of catching up and hanging out right now. Oh my God, this guy. Heck out of here. Freaking bugs flying in here. But I did. I wanted to share that because it was really sweet. Um, I was not expecting such like a wholesome human kindness moment. But yeah, it was really cool. So just wanted to share that with you guys. The trip was amazing. It was so great. We had been talking about this trip and planning for it for like the last 2 years. So I'm glad that I was able to go and celebrate my brother. Let's just check clicking around after the Gentle Dude stream. Nice. Well, hey, we're happy to have you. Wartrons, congrats on second. Akatul snagged first right at the top. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate all my early gangers. Yeah, man. So excited to got back home. Friday pretty much crashed. Yesterday, I was dead to the world. I tuned in. Nice. Oh, you're hunting Rockruff. Good luck. That's a good one. Excellent. Yeah. I'm a big Pokemon fan here. We do a lot of Pokemon content. So you are in the right place. You're very welcome. Um, yeah, I pretty much spent the last 2 days kind of recovering. Last night I rallied and then I started getting back in front of my stream stuff. I contacted Spiffy, and turns out that all the emotes got done. So I spent like 30 minutes getting all that together. I got a couple other things finished, like with the map for the Shogun Die Welt, a few other things that I worked on yesterday. And then today, just finalizing everything and getting ready for stream. And so I'm kind of in a weird spot right now because we have a pretty big stream for next weekend. I've reached out to some of our friends and got some confirmed guests for our World Builder Summit. I'm working on getting the final touches together for a promo that I want to share with you guys this week and kind of rally the people because it's been something a very long time coming where basically we're going to bring together all of our friends and get together and talk about all of our favorite worlds that have been built, worlds that we have built, worlds that we would like to see built, and just talk about different types of media and just stories that we hold near and dear to our heart. I've got some questions prepared, and I just wanted it to be an open discussion where we can bring people together and just talk about all the stories that have moved and shaped us over the years. Yes, yes, yes. Big stream, World Builder. So that'll be next Sunday. And then we've got, gosh, I mean, probably like 8 other games that I would love to play. Kaizo is always a good standby, and we've talked about doing some other ideas. I kind of woke up today and I was like, what do I want to stream? And I genuinely could not decide. I was like, well, we've got Cyberpunk. We've been doing a playthrough on that. But I had to make room for some other games, so I would have to reinstall it. Some of the other games that I got, I picked up this new idle game called Tower Wizard, which is really fun. If you're an idle gamer, here's my current list if you want to see what I've got going. Tower Wizard. I put a good chunk of time into this. I don't know if you can see or not. I put a good chunk of time into Tower Wizard before I left and then finished it this past weekend. I was playing just a super cool like idle sim game that you use, like you get power ups and do different stuff. And then I got back into Dave the Diver. I've been playing Dave Diver again, and I got to a certain point. I think I got to chapter 2, my first go through, and then I put it down for like 3 years. And suddenly, I don't know, it came up in my feed. I think they had a big update not too long ago. I've been wanting to play it, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna go back. I want to play Dave the Diver again." And then I think because I was talking to Metalcore Wolf, and I was like, "Man, Dave the Diver, I really want to go back and finish that because I know they had expansion." And just talking about it was like, "Why don't I just go back and play it?" Picked up Gambonanza. If I haven't talked about this game. I haven't played it obviously in like 2 weeks, but I was really digging on it before I left for my trip. It is a chess roguelike, and it is so much fun. It is unbelievable how like hooked I got on this game. Really, really good. And like even if you don't play chess or like are familiar enough with like the rules of chess, sounds fun. And Pluto, definitely highly recommend it. And it's super cheap. It's like not even, it's like $6, $7, $6, $7. Of course it's not going to tell me. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, yeah. So I got it on sale, but it's $15. It's really, really fun. Let's go back. Dave the Diver. I reinstalled Clover Pit. I obviously was playing Balatro there for a little bit. I got back into Risk of Rain very briefly. Get Out. Oh, yeah. I picked up Marbles because I thought, man, at some point we should definitely play Marbles on stream. I was going to play Fable Anniversary because that also came up. We were talking about that, my partner and I, a couple weeks ago to play. Yeah, Val's ready. Val's ready to go on the Marbles. I know like none of these. Oh man, you are in for a treat. World Builder. You doing that Subnautica 2? You know, I never finished Subnautica 1. I should probably prepare myself to go check out 2. I've heard it's really good. I've been enjoying some Mega Bonk. Yeah, I got the Bonk back on. I played some Bonk yesterday as well. I still haven't fully figured out the new spooky crypt map, but I'm determined. I'm determined to figure it out. Shogun Diver. I have a few terabyte drives to save Steam games. My partner even labeled them for me. Oh, that's so smart. I should probably do that. I've also been playing some Fable. Nice. Kick that chicken. Yeah, kick freaking chicken chaser. Except for Baldur's Gate 3. I see that at the top. Yes, Baldur's Gate. I played right before I left. I have an honor mode that I'm desperately trying to beat right now. I'm in Act 2. And I was like, I could play some Baldur's Gate honor mode again. And then I saw another friend of mine was playing. I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but there's a Skyrim mod pack that lets you boot up into a playable server that is like an RP server for Skyrim. First I've heard of it. Had no idea. It's like a 3 GB mod pack. So Skyrim, pretty low, pretty low impact on the system. Another 3 GB, and you can connect with a server. I think what I heard was like 700 and something plus people.
In my lab I got beat. In my lab I got heat. In my lab I got rhyme. In my lab I got phone. In my lab I got skills. In my lab I got rhythm. In my lab I got.
Sar streams in my lab. What's up, baby? What's up, baby? How are you, baby? Good to see you. Hope you're doing all right. I hope you're on your way, if not already home. I hope you had a great trip, brother. We were just catching up about everything from this past week. The crypt is very different. It is, yeah. One of the best playthrough YouTube videos I've watched is Subnautica 1 with Neebs Gaming. Character on the phone with customer service. Oh, no way. That sounds hilarious. Oh, I gotta check that one out. Is the cruise over? Yeah, man, it's done. It was all this last week. It's everybody's coming home now. Still at the airport. No. Oh my God. Somebody get him home. Get this boy home. We got to get back to the lab. Been watching the Neebs channel for years. Yeah, I got to check that out. That sounds really cool. That sounds really fun. So yeah, kind of choice paralysis here. Eidolon. I played this today, and I'm pretty hooked on this. I'm not gonna lie. It's been around for a minute, and it just popped up in my recommended, and the depth. Okay, riddle me this. Press 1 if you remember a game called Maple Story. If you remember a game called Maple Story on PC. Let me poll the people on this, because I was a Maple Story freak back in the day, man. When this game came out, dude, little chibi guys, Marge, Reyna, Cross, Toadsparks. Yeah, dude. What the lore here, Sorrow. Sorrow and I were out of town. We were visiting, or going to my brother's wedding. We were on St. Thomas. Yep, week long. I got married in Maple Story. No shot, dude. Oh my God. So this game, man, open link in new tab. This game was amazing. It had everything, okay? It was a little chibi 2D platformer style MMO RPG. Or I don't even know if it was like massive multiplayer, but it was a multiplayer RPG. How antique is it? 2005. And Pluto came out in 2005. It was originally released in 2003 in South Korea, and then it made its way, it got an English port in 2005. So it is 21 years old, and I'm pretty sure, oh dude, the snail in the background too. Pretty sure still going. But yeah, if you just did Maple Story. Oh, Nexon, yeah. Public test server, sign up today. It's still alive. So it reminds me a lot of Maple Story, this game. Eidolon. And I believe it was very much inspired by the game Maple Story, because just the style of it, the little pixel art, the moving around, but it has all of those great idle game elements of like passive upgrades and boosting your farming, and they have mining and wood cutting. So it kind of has like the RuneScape elements, like you level up your crafting, you can make better stuff, you can fight bigger monsters, you can get better gear. The gameplay loop is really tight. I booted it up and I played for almost 3 hours this morning. Nice. It's very fun. That's before you were born. Yeah, okay. So it predates M Pluto, for those wondering. Tower Wizard looks like my type of $3 game. Thanks for the rec. Windsfish, anytime. You need some idle games, you hit me up. That was a hidden gem in of itself, and that came up totally randomly on my Instagram feed. So I've been finding a lot of really cool games just from like my Instagram feed, and there are these channels that are just doing like showcasing a game every day, and there are a lot of like indie games. Cody, what's up?
Poggies Shoggies.
Poggies Shoggies. Let's get Camo Cody in there. Poggies Cody's. Good to see you. 37 months, my friend. How are you? Good to see you, and good to see you with that lovely... Oh, is that the 3-year silver turtle shell badge? Oh, that looks good. That looks good. I think you and Sorrow probably have seniority here. I have so many amazing people that like, I just cannot believe you guys are in 3 years of subscriptions. That's crazy. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah, dude. Freaking claps and W's for Cody. One of the OG Bashobies. Okay, senpai. I worked last night and someone got... Oh, God. Not volunteering in that store again. Yeah, I know. I wouldn't either. Yeah, so Eidolon, and then I can take you guys through my wish list if you want. A lot of really, really good games in here that I want to check out. For very first one, you guys are probably familiar with, is Haste. Haste, which I know Ethan was playing, came out last year. Oh my God, it's been over a year now. That's crazy. Haste, I want to check out. I want to play. A really tiny Rockruff. Oh, a little baby. The cops being at the store made it dead. Oh, okay, yeah. So it worked for me. Well, that's good. Glad you're safe. Glad you're okay. Glad you're here. Haste is pretty fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed watching Ethan stream it, and it's got that like flow state, Isopod, you're a little roly-poly. It's pretty self-explanatory, but God, if this just doesn't look like the best. A little bit of a flow, a little bit of a Bug's Life scenario here. A little grounded, if you were a Grounded fan. Little Legend of Zelda, smashing pots. Very cute, very whimsical. I've been wanting to check this one out for a while. I think it'd be really fun to do like a game jam where, or like play a bunch of games all in one day. Just blast through my wish list and like showcase a bunch of games I've been wanting to play forever. Oh my God, Akatul gifting a show muggy to the chat. I'm sitting here waxing on about Isopod. You guys get in, ! Enter for a show muggy. Show muggy's here. Look at this, dude. You can get it in all your favorite colors. It's for free. If you've never been entered into a giveaway, all you have to do is type ! Enter. Our giveaways are working. Man, claps for freaking Okatul, dude. Amazing. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. You have a little bit more time left to get in on that. I'm abstaining. I won one of these mugs from Akatul before. What a homie. What a homie, dude. Bao stays winning. You got like 3 or 4 of the last couple giveaways, and I hopefully I believe you have the previous month giveaway. All the cards and everything made it. I also received the binder. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, good. Yeah, that's something new that I wanted to do. And I've already got all of the cards ready for this month's giveaway. So for any subscribers, if you don't know, you can subscribe. You get a ton of bonuses and perks here, but you get entered into monthly giveaways where if you're lucky, we like to do Pokemon card openings. So you could be entered to win the cards that we open on stream. I'm in a position right now where very grateful, very thankful that I am also the Bad Street World Champion holder on twitch.tv/Bad Street. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But I'm in a position where I can actually buy these cards, and thanks to your contributions, your subscriptions help fund the purchase and the acquisition of Pokemon cards, but I give them all away. Is basically the idea. So I'll buy a binder to put them all in. We'll open them up on stream. Oh, lurking for now, Kales. I see how it is. Hey, I see how it is. Hey, Kales, did you see this? Did you see this over here while you're lurking? I just want to point this out. Hey, I'll see you Monday. All right. I get it. I see how it is. Kels, it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Gonna hang on to that one. But yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. And it's like it's meant to be. Pluto, congratulations. You're coming in. Freaking day one, you show up and you win a mug. So if you use that link, you redeem it. All you have to do, Akatool's already paid for everything. You just go in there, you put your information in, you can choose what color and what size mug you want. Think about the size of the mug as well. But you can pick the color that you want out of this, and then you go in, you don't have to pay for anything. Aquatool's already done it for you. And featuring our little guy, our February turd from before. So congratulations, dude. Seriously, I'm so glad that this works because now all of our other products are here and available for you guys. The sticker sheets, the Shogundi hats and caps, the shirts, the stickers, the patch. We did this for Toad Sparks, but all of this stuff is available to you guys. Akatool, thank you so much. And I hope you enjoy your new Showmuggy. Showmuggy. A lot of the stuff that you see too in the merch store is courtesy of Raina B. I cannot thank you enough, dude, for all your support and being here and showing up, but you do. Wait, can I do this if I'm underage? What do you mean? Because it's just a gift. So what do you mean by that? There's nothing that's gonna compromise you if that's what you're worried about, but I just want to make sure you understand the nature of Twitch as well. Oh. Probably need my parents' permission. Yeah, I probably would make sure. Let them know that you participated in a giveaway. It's a free giveaway. You don't need to do anything else, but you are going to have to put in your shipping information. So it's up to them. The giveaway is good. So like if they're cool for it, then no worries. I'm pretty sure if there's for any reason you don't feel comfortable or if they're not comfortable with it, totally understand. We can re-roll the giveaway or we can do we can swap it out. I'm so glad they printed the patch. Yeah, the turtle was a big blue Nintendo was coming for. Yeah, they were. They were. They did not like the blue turtle, so we had to make it green. And then as soon as we made it green, Fourth Wall was like, that's good. That's good. You guys can go ahead. Nintendo coming for everyone. They really are. The patch looks so good in person too. Yeah, it looks really great with Sorrow and the other ones that you shared with us. Ugh, get out of here. This guy's flying around. It's fine to be in here. I just wish they would get out of my flippin' face. Turtle time.
Frogman Sage.
The great Frogman Sage presiding. Thank you, March. Thank you so much. Yeah, so gifting works. Hopefully you're able to get your show muggy. We're both going for belts Monday night, buddy. I'm excited. Me too. I gotta cut my my promo and stuff. Yeah, get the big one. Gotta get the big one. It's going to look nice at my house, says Kels. Oh, I don't think I didn't see that message. I can't wait to see what you put together. In all honesty, I am so freaking excited to see me and see Kels in the ring. Let's see what you came up with. I have a pretty solid idea, and I had to reach out to Bad Street to confirm if it's possible. But let's just say I got some firepower of my own for you. Thought I got away with it. Oh no. Oh no. Not through here. Not through these scrying eyes. No. I see all. I know all. It's late at night for me. My parents are asleep. I didn't want to wake them up. Hey, it's all good. Listen. Just know that it's there for you when they wake up, and hopefully it's all good. But just keep in mind, anytime that you enter a giveaway or stuff like that, you're gonna have to you're gonna want to make sure you have permission to do those things, right? And I hope it goes without saying, this is a safe place, but asterisk. You don't want to mention things like being underaged, because Twitch takes that stuff very seriously. You get it? Yeah. Just healthy reminder for everybody. So that's all I got to say about that. So anyways, you're not giving your information to me for the record. Correct. Yeah. It's just going through. I said, what if? Just let's just move on. How about that? We can just move on. Isopod. One of the games in my wish list. I have 51 games in my wish list. 51 in the chat if you got it. 51 games. RuneScape Dragon Wilds. This was added. This was last year when this came out. It looks. Whenever you get married, we say 51 here. Thank you, Hakatul. Thank you for that. This game looked fun. It's like a more modern port of RuneScape. Very silly, very goofy. But I couldn't pull the trigger on it for sure. So it's in my wish list. Oblivion Remastered. I think I have tried to sit down and play Oblivion, like the original, like 3 or 4 times. It looks nice. Yeah, it really does. But I just couldn't get into it. And I think because of the graphics, it's just not, it's hard to get into for the first time. And so I thought, well, clearly with a fresh coat of paint and some much needed improvements, we could come back and check it out here. But I watched some people play it. And again, kind of the same thing where I don't know if it's necessarily the age of the game just catching up. One of my favorite games. Top 10 game for me, but part of it is the nostalgia. Yeah, you beat me to it. Best OST, though. Yeah, I think the OST, it's come up in my recommended so many times. But, maybe someday. Into the Unwell. So this is not apparently coming out until 2027. But correct me if I'm wrong, is Windfish still here? Do you remember when we were at TwitchCon? The time to get one of those electric bug rackets. Freak, it's good to see you, by the way. Hope you're doing well. Grab Oblivion Remastered, like $20 and you're golden. Yeah, okay. So that's from a veteran. I'll take your solid recommendation, pal. Thank you. Do you remember the game that we saw when we were at TwitchCon? They were showcasing it. I think you or one other person that was like the only game you wanted to go and like check out. But this is the kind of game that it's the rubber hose animation that's just like really, really charming. And I did get to play a little alpha playtest of it. So good. We want to create a cute puzzle game. Check out Schrodinger's Cat Burglar. Very Cuphead, yes.
Another relapse, huh? Get well soon.
Into the Unwell, man. Yeah. So you've got like Bullet Hell,
Maybe
Cuphead,
it's too
3D.
much for someone like you. Delusional. It won't always be so easy.
So good. It looks so good.
You still look a little unwell.
Woo! Very fun. Very cool game. The playtest was a lot of fun too. But yeah, that rubber hose style animation was really great. Looks like a new zone out addicting game you should add to your wish list. Oh yeah, you were you had posted that. I hadn't had a chance to look at it yet. Fantastic art style. I'm highly intrigued. Is it co-op? I don't know. Oh, it says so. Yeah, action like co-op. It says you'll be able to do co-op. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, these are just like my first, like my top 5, right? The earliest that I've added, but then lately I've been seeing so many like indie game titles pop up in my Instagram feed, and once I see it, and if it looks even remotely interesting, I go straight to Steam, I pull it up, I get the wish list going, so I can keep an eye on it before it comes out. What is this? What is this one? Ooh, Model Kit Studio. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This looks fun. Uh-oh. This looks fun. And you clip them, and you get the little plasticky bits off of them. Oh man. There you go. Put the arms together. Oh, you can spray them. You can spray them. What? And you can do the bases too. Oh. Oh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Welcome to the Veld. Yep. Uh-huh. Okay. Store. Yep. Pull this one. Uh-huh. Okay. Get this. Here. Add to wish list. Okay. Yep. That one's going on there. Yep. Very good. Very cool. The audio might be doubled. Oh, is it really? Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. I still have to figure that out because I don't have a channel for it from Steam, so I do it from my desktop audio, but that makes sense. That makes sense. Building Gundams in VR. Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds really nice. Y'all ever check out Sunderfolk? It's having a free weekend, and it looks good, but I also don't know if I have the peeps to play it with. This one? Enemy Mouse. What's good, buddy? What's good, baby? How are you? I gotta add this one here. I'm just kidding. I mean, you can see everybody. It's fine. Enemy Mouse. Enemy Mouse. Thank you for the 22 months. Thank you for the 22 months. Enemy Goat. What's up, baby? How are you? Good to see you. Glad you made it. Oh, we would get into trouble with Jackbox. Yeah, the new Jackbox is in there. I should probably bite the bullet and get that one. Sunderfolk, though, I'm not familiar with. Let's check this out. Whoa, the Vanguard, the Mouse Guard. Cool. Thunderfolk mission scenarios. Sacred Sand. Arena Rumble. Oh, man. Yep. Yep. That's going on there. Yep. We're up 2 more games already. That looks like a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie. It's exactly what happened to this game. Oh, yeah. Should have played the audio on it. It's fine. I tried it. It was okay. Okay. Yeah. Good to know. It seems like spendy. I don't want everyone kind of. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. People are going to be 3D printing these. See, now, if you could do that with it, that's interesting, Bao. If there's like a way you can build your own like custom mini and then 3D print it, that would be insane. Add to cart. Yep. Definitely more fun with friends. Hours would be lost in that game. No, thank you for the 22. Ugh, listen, it's my pleasure. 22 months. I can't believe you're almost at 2 years. Pretty sure Crit Roll peeps were involved with this. Really? Oh, wow. Pre-simulator vampire. Oh, it's on my wish list. Yeah. It's the strangest thing you have in your Steam wish list. Depends on your definition of strange. What would be the weirdest thing for, I don't know, for a normie? Maybe not within your definition, but just like standard definition of strange. I am curious too. Congrats on your Silly Cobra. I think I'm caught up here. Looking at mine right now, I got some weird things I feel like won't ever actually come out. Yeah, so like Jackbox is in here, the Rat Coin Pusher roguelike. I think I'm honestly scared of how much I know I'm going to love this game. Because I know Puggy and I talked about it, and I think he played a little bit on stream before. But man, I would really love to sink a couple hours into Rat Coin because. And Pluto, I appreciate you sharing. The shinies, we don't need live updates every single time a shiny comes up though, because it's not really related to the conversation. So like, I see the messages, but like, we don't have to read out every single shiny that you get. You know what I'm saying? Peace and love, right? It's just we're talking about other games. Like I'm glad you're having fun, but. Already kind of crossed the line with the "what if I'm underage" comment, so like just take it easy. I'm gonna be honest, editing the podcast, the only way to design your own mini, print it and order it. Yeah, wouldn't that be sick? Probably be Chicken Police. Okay, should I look that up, or is that on Steam? Rat Coin and Scritchy Scratchy are so fun. Yes. Okay. All right. Chicken Police and Scritchy Scratchy. There it is. It's called Hero Forge. Yeah. I know about Hero Forge. Oh. Okay. Hang on. There's got to be a way that I can do this. Audio app. Okay, yeah. Let's go Steam audio capture. Steam Web Helper Steam. Surely that's it. Okay, Steam Web Helper Steam. Can you guys hear that?
Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
What a pleasant surprise. The roaster copper's in person.
Clucking hell. Get yourself together, bird. Hey, is that how you greet 2 old friends?
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
Whatever happens, never fall in love with that woman.
That's exactly what I was
Oh,
thinking.
the
You
string
see,
board.
what the hell could have happened here?
Yeah,
The
Cody,
last
I'm with you. This
clock in
looks
color
hilarious.
left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too.
Not even you can see the world as that black and white.
The 9 o'clock show. With a glass of cheap bourbon. And the red gown.
Chicken. Good. I was hoping.
With the silent music.
Redemption.
Every day the same.
I love this. The lemur.
Please,
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
The giraffe.
I'm just really excited.
Paint it red. Chicken
It's
police.
dead.
Amazing. Amazing. All right. Yep. Put it on there. Yep. All right. It's in. It's in there. Okay, and now we have a thing for Steam too, which is great. Mortal Sin. I just got the update. So this was a recommendation if you are a Megabonk fan. This is the kind of Megabonk fun, but with even more like crunchy, gritty Doom meets what do you call it? Wolfenstein, almost kind of like navigating the dungeon, you know? And it's just like hack and slash, beat 'em up, like action roguelike. Really cool looking. I am also equally terrified of what this game is going to do to me, because I think it's going to be one of those games you stay up all night just grinding, just ripping and tearing through everything. And came out last summer, so probably due for some updates, or I think that's the other fun part too, is like finish the fight. Is that some of these games have been out long enough to where there's some really good like updates and things. Caledon, it's good to see you. Welcome in. Good to see you. Glad you made it. How are you? How is Chicken Police already in my library? Sweet. That's a nice find. That's a good pickup. Moros Protocol as well. I got my sights on this one. This looks like fun. Umigari. Fishing, exploration, horror, hunting, sailing game. Came out a few months ago. I'm almost certain I'm gonna play this on stream someday. Because it's just the right blend of horror and fishing and things that just like you would not expect. Yeah, this is me sharing my wish list with you guys in hopes that maybe there's some stuff that'll be on your radar, or that we can like share notes and stuff. Because when I tell you I have a lot of games on my roster and stuff that I want to play, but I don't know what I actually want to do today specifically, this is why. Gooey. Yeah, you have me at Doom and Wolfenstein. Shiv would wipe us at Final Sentence. Oh, dude, Final Sentence. Yeah. So my brothers and I played a little bit of that in the what do they call it? Like the alpha or the beta stage, the playtest. Yeah, dude, Final Sentence was really fun. Morsels looks like another roguelike action, dark fantasy kind of shooter. I'm just reading the tags, but the art style is really sick. Fast-paced creature collecting roguelike with a rotating roster of characters to switch between at will, and then get a click of killer cats. You fight your way out the sewers as a unique action-packed journey. So really good, stylized, fun roguelike. Sword Hero. Sword Hero. Another one that's like, if I remember correctly, this game does the dynamic systems, NPCs, daily routines, and a memory system, crime and reputation, a limb-based directional combat system, and many more. Become a well-known hero, a feared villain, or anything in between. This reminded me of like the core elements of Fable, and it really is a living world that kind of adapts and changes based on your play style, but there's like a legacy system, I believe, as well. And it's like the longer that you play, there's like the NPCs remember you, there's like scarring, there's the limb based directional movement, like fighting system. So that seems like really dynamic and interesting. But then, yeah, okay. So even when you die, there's a way to like go back and like go after the people that killed you. Yeah, dude, you lose arms, you lose limbs, but you come back stronger and like you explore the world. The graphics, like are not like, kind of PS1, PS2 era graphics, but I think the meat and potatoes of this, the exploration, is just right. It's just so good. There you go, and you got your arm back. Yeah, this one looked really interesting. Very like kind of its own breed and lots of potential, I think, to like run around and explore. Sword Hero to be announced. They have a demo available. Demo was the word I was looking for earlier, by the way. Dude, they got lock picking. I'm telling you, Sword Hero. This one's a little weird. Side effects, strategy gaming horror, kind of a weird, like you kind of have to gamble with like the certain like pills and stuff that you take. We both have Umigiri on our wish list. Yeah. Toasty. It's 101 with humidity. Oh my gosh. It's 90 and raining here, so I'm not far behind. Kenshi? Tis but a scratch. Scritchy Scratchy, Reina. That was the other one. Scritchy Scratchy are so fun. So Ratcoin and Scritchy Scratchy. Scritchy Scratchy. What is this? I have the perfect thing for you. Unscratch on me. Oh, you get upgrades. Oh, I love it. I already love it. I already love it. Scratch bot. Get in there. Get in there. Feed Scratch bot. Me alone, huh? Yeah, let me alone. Let me alone. Oh, a skill tree. We love a skill tree. Feed him all to Scratch bot. Oh my god. Oh. Give me. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me. It's already, I can tell you right now, it's already going on. It's already going on there. Oh, it just came out too. Excellent. $6. Come on. Scritchy, scratchy, $6. Come on. Come on. All right. This is definitely not helping my choice paralysis, but I am very excited to try some of these games out. Gamba, scratching. I did want to check out Gambling with Friends too, to be honest. That looks like a hell of a time. We love a game when number goes up. It truly, there's really nothing quite like it. Scratcher without betting? Sign me up. Sign me up. 'Tis but a scratch. Fields of Mystria. I know Sorrow has been singing praises of this game probably since it had first come out. Still in early access. Tenebis. This was another one. Scout of the true or authoritarian regime ruling Tenaria. Before you lies a vast realm of ruins, dungeons, and guarded towns, each with their own unique identity. Uncover the secrets of the realm with friends or venture out alone. This one looks pretty cool if you're into like a open world exploration, adventure, RPG kind of game. It's just got that style that just like, oh God, I want to get lost in it. I want to get lost in Tenebis. It looks really good. Cloudheim, easy enough, right? Similar online co-op. You can run around. Great art style. Hawthorne, the greatest tragedy of our era, that it still hasn't come out. Near Studios, what the hell are you doing? I heard about this from Busy and very quickly added it to my wish list because what the hell? I need this game. One day Hawthorne will be, one day. I feel like Gambling with Friends or that I Know a Guy would be so fun to watch with you, Sarah and crew. I Know a Guy. Wait, what is I know a guy? Shady Life Simulator? What is this? What is this? But you need a cover, yeah. You need a front. Complete Shady Favors. Oh, okay. I see it. I see it. I see the vision. Uh-huh. Yep. Protect your cover, of course. It's kind of got that Schedule 1 meets Grand Theft Auto a little bit. It's kind of what it reminds me of. I know a guy. I had never seen this before. Let's go and wish this. Oh, no, okay, so
We wanted to make a sim game about
yeah, that looks good. That looks like a lot of fun. All right, we've already added 5 more games to my already. Hey, Choom. Hey, Choom, what's up? Shady Life Simulator. Yeah, thank you guys so much for all the bits. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and you gotta have the Hawthorne. You have to. Pizza Shop plus crime. It writes itself. Schedule 1 vibes for show. Yeah, Papa Pizza Zaza. Thank you for the choom. Grid Paper. This one was fairly recent. Yeah, I had this one at the beginning of the year. This one looks fucking crazy. If you're shooting more than once, you're doing it wrong. So it's got that oh god, it's got the neon white, it's got the super hot, just like speed run flow state kind of rhythm. Like, ooh, god, yeah. It looks good. It looks really good. Yeah. With a speedrunning game or missed shots are punished, destroy brains, harvest their informatica for speed, climb the global leaderboard. Yeah, Q4 2026, we gotta do some grid paper runs. Because I was really having a lot of fun getting back into neon white and doing the red metal runs. But this looks really good. This looks really good. Grid paper. If you're a leaderboard kind of gamer, Gang of Frogs, I got in for the play test. Should be coming out this year. It's pretty cool. Rift fishing. So this is like what was the other little fishy game that was super cute and you could run around and get into lobbies with your friends. Sort of another clone of that. And if you don't know, Show Buddy's a big virtual fisherman. Like every game where there's fishing, I feel like I end up loving. But this looked like a little bit more TLC for your fishing experience. So we've got Rift Fishing, Yap Yap, Mugenics. I never pulled the trigger on. I kind of wanted to wait and see. Roadside Research was another one I think would be a lot of fun to get a team together and play. Stream gave a good break today. Far Far West. Yeah, Far Far West. I think that's in here. Double Dungeon looks like a fun little turn-based tactics game. Dead Weight looks amazing. Debauchery and Magic. I remember seeing clips of this one. It looked really, really silly. But effectively, Magic thrives. Debauchery is strictly forbidden. Defy a ruthless new ruler as you and your friends quest, loot, party, and battle your way across the kingdom to bring freedom back to its people. I feel like that's just like top of mind right now. And just a very silly, goofy little wizard sim game. Guns the Duel is coming back, guys. Who here remembers Guns the Duel? Please, I'm begging. I beg and I plead. Somebody out there has to have played this. Gotta add that one. Dude, the peak of like early 2000s video game lobbies and like this game. I remember watching my older brother play this and then trying desperately to figure out how to download and play it. Cause it's just attitude. It's just got Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I cannot believe they're actually remaking this. I cannot believe this is coming back. But Guns the Duel, cozy game restoration, just a really nice, easygoing sim. Dice a Million, I think that's gotta be next in the rotation. Big number go up game. You gotta check out Dice a Million. Hosey, kind of similar, right? Cozy restoration, kind of like cleaning, relaxing, cozy casual game. Retro Rewind. After watching Bliss play, I immediately added this because I also know I would sink like 40 hours into this guy. Crimson Desert. I heard a lot of really good things about it, but I don't know if I'm ready for like another full deep action adventure. Vena looks insane. Vena looks insane. This is like the culmination of automation, strategy, resource management, base builder. Think like tower defense, think like roguelite. It's got like 5 genres of games all perfectly blended into one. I will lose sleep on this game. I already know. And like the style of it's really clean. I like a lot of just like, quick decision making, setting up like all these different routes and stuff. It's got a little bit of like civilization elements in there. It looks good. It looks tasty, man. It looks tasty. Wing Haven. This is a cute little creature collector idol collectathon game. They had a game that I played before, which was like an aquarium sim. And these are really nice. These are just really fun, nice little games. I like these a lot. Scarlet Skips because it's a meme and it's just hilarious. Look, no further questions. Slay the Spire 2. I never really played Slay the Spire 1. Windrose, Far Far West out now. Yeah, both of these. Dude, Pirate and Cowboy Simulator games with my friends. Come on. Fable, the new actual Fable is finally supposed to be coming out, to be announced, much like Hawthorne. Will it ever get here? I don't know, but man, I can't wait. Fable had come up, and so I got the Lost Chapters again because I really wanted to check that out. Everything is Crab. This one sounded crazy. I don't know if anybody has seen or heard about this one, but kind of another weird, wacky roguelite evolution Pokemon adjacent kind of game with like evolutionary traits, and you can get on runs based on like, again, it's got that random Kaizo element to it, so your boy's interested in that. Gamble with your friends, scale the depths. This one, I'm telling you, is going in the all-timer. This is going in the all-timer. I actually really like this song too. I'm gonna add that to my liked. This is an all-timer for fishing games, and it's not even out. It's not even out yet. You can feed the otters and they give you money. You can feed the otters and they give you money. Oh my god, there's mythical creatures. There's upgrades. There's skill trees. Oh! Chum bucket. Wait, what's down there? There's treasure. There's secret rooms. I need to see the next spot. One more. Bosses. Oh my god, there's so many different kinds of fish. This is why I started playing Dave the Diver again. May 28th. Oh my god, it comes out in 4 days. I can't wait. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. How to fish. You can see a theme in here. You were in my dream last night. Oh, what's up, Cinnabon? Good to see you. Glad you made it. What's up, dude? Hey, I'm going to do something really quick. Just because I noticed something very funny. We called out the bad behavior, and then they stopped chatting. So pretty questionable at best when you come in and say, oh, what if I'm underage? Should have just gone on my gut on that one. Akatul, if you're still here, I need to figure out if we can redo that giveaway, my friend, because I feel bad. It went to probably somebody that shouldn't have gotten it. So, Twitch gifts. Yeah, they haven't redeemed it, so okay. If you would please be so kind to get your keyboards ready, !enter to be entered to win a Show Muggy. This was a giveaway we did earlier that was unfortunately, yeah, it certainly was awkward, that was not able to be redeemed. If you are of age and you would like to participate, then please jump in. This is the Show Muggy, one of our lovely items here in the merch store. You can get them in lots of different colors, 2 different sizes. Second chance to win. Cody's getting in there. Tool's getting in there. Toad Sparks, Cross, Marge. Thanks for being good sports about it. You never know, right? Who's going to come in here? So I need to use my better judgment on that. But if you would like to be entered to win, !enter. We can go through the rest of these. Yeah, dude, How to Fish. Frost Rail looks really cool. Voidling Bound. This is another cool like creature collector action kind of very style heavy kind of game. I like the future elements. I like that there's these like cool creature collectors. You can unlock different evolutionary traits. It's got little bits of spore in there. Gimme, so I can run it back. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, dude, you can get the different eggs. You can get all your different little creatures trained up. It gives me, you know what it gives me? It gives me Pokemon roguelike with Spore and a little bit of Chow Garden from Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. It looks really good. There's a lot of really cool games that are out that or coming out that I really, really am excited about. And games that I've had for years that I still need to play, but you know how it is. Oh, yeah, you've got different abilities. Very cool, like boss fights. It's got bullet hell. It's just Voidling Bound, man. It's really, really cool to see like all of these Subnautica 2's on there. I added it. Fishing Inc. This one looks like a really cool, casual, relaxing fishing variant, like mini game almost. I like when there are fishing games where you can really get into a skill tree and upgrades, but also just like the emphasis on all the different kinds of fish that you can catch. I'm a big completionist, like love collecting and getting things 100%. So really, really excited about this. Ooh, Spore was so weird, way ahead of its time. It truly was. Looks pretty sweet. Can't wait for the multiplayer in Subnautica 2. Same. Yeah, that looks amazing. Loot Loop. Loot Loop is another one. Incremental casual idle sim. It's got management components to it. Really simple pixel art style, but deceptively simple. There's a whole skill tree and upgrade system. Anything that's also got like a legacy loop where like you go in every time you ascend, or you call it prestiging, or starting over. Tower Wizard has it. It's really nice. Feed the Void. This is a sequel. It's the person who made Gambonanza. This is their upcoming game. Oh no, excuse me. This is the person who did Tower Wizard. This is their new game that they are still working on, but I'm very excited. Bari Bob has this like card game strategy deck builder, and very interested in that because it's kind of the way of Balatro and some of my other roguelike games that I really like. And we have added Model Kit Studio, Sunderfolk, Chicken Police, Scritchy Scratchy, and I Know a Guy. So yeah, lots of amazing games in and around the near future. And congratulations to Cross. enjoy your show muggy. Make sure you redeem it. Akatul, thank you again for being so patient and letting us redo and get the real winner of today's giveaway is Cross. Yeah, you enjoy that show muggy, buddy. But besides that, I have something else, and it's kind of funny how these things happen. I'm going to take a quick bio break, methinks, and I want to show you guys what I have, and maybe that's what we can get into. Because I think I can sit here and I can speculate and talk about all these games that I want to play, but I'm going to take a quick bio, BRB, and let me pull up something here. We'll just leave this up and we'll just say BRB really quick. BRB. No. Sorry about that. Oh. Thank you. Thank you for the pain. Thank you for the gummy pain. No. Yeah, that was a moment in time for sure. Rana, thank you. Thank you for letting us relive that again. I had to use the restroom and then I had to let the dogs out. So appreciate your patience. Also got a little snacky snack. Check this out. So I don't know if we can do this today. But this has been sitting here for quite some time. And I think it's really funny because this was a gift from my mom. I believe it was over Christmas. And she brought it to us. And I didn't know when I was going to be able to do this. I didn't know if it would be something that would work for stream or not. But I find it really funny that we did the sugar-free gummy bear challenge on Mother's Day. And I don't even know if anybody is familiar with these or not. I have a Teddy Blocks kit that she bought me. My Lego brick builder enthusiasts maybe know what these are. But it's like a whole kit to build like a
Frogman Sage.
Frogman Sage. Not a Frogman Sage, but thank you. It is a kit to build a little like Lego inspired teddy bear. And it's the Space Bear. That's a lot of pieces. Yeah, 3,600 pieces is a lot of pieces. But kind of want to crack this open and maybe we do this as like as an aftermath catching up. I can't decide what game I want to play, so maybe we just kind of hang out and we do a little building instead. Those are tough. Really? Are they tough? Well, she believes in me in order to gift me this, so maybe we crack it open. Oh yeah, they're very small. They're very small. They're very tiny. This would be detrimental to try and break this apart. I feel like they spilled everywhere. The number A2040 Teddy Blocks. Okay, thank you for adopting a Teddy Blocks bear. You're about to embark on a bricktastic journey filled with creativity, fun, and maybe a little bit of, where does this piece go again? If you ever need support, don't hesitate to contact us at shop@teddyblocks.com. We're always here to help. It's definitely right up my mom's alley. And this is the man in question. This is the bear. I have not ever had the chance to like really sit down and like open this up and look at this, but Teddy Blocks apparently pretty popular brand. Let's what if we just did this today? Bricktastic. Yeah, well, let's do a little bricktastic. Teddy Blocks. I just think it's hilarious that it's a bear. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, they're really cool. And I think this would be a great item to put up in in my office too, as like another way to commemorate the block build. Let's do it. Let's try it. I bet we can knock it out, right? Surely it won't take all day. Surely it won't take all night. Cut to 7 hours later, and I'm doing the gummy pain noise again. How the hell do you open this thing? The first step is opening the bag, and then maybe we change the theme, or what are we doing? The genre, the stream category.
Pocket sand.
Ah, okay. Well, that wasn't very nice. Brick building. Yeah, what if we did brick building, and then Teddy blocks. Teddy blocks. Catch up stream. Building a space bear hashtag Teddy block. Catch up stream. Then we do brick building. Cross, thank you, but please. I need my eyes. I need my eyes for this. Okay, here's one bag of blocks. Oh, this is massive. Let me move my snack out of the way. Let's get this here. Oh shit. It comes with its own block hammer. Doesn't work on my block head, sadly. Step 1, open the bag. Step 2, dude, look at these. Look at these little guys. They're singular Teddy blocks. I'm gonna use the pack opening cam. Yeah, I think I do. I think I need to set that up because there's 3 gigantic bags that we have to sort out, and then I guess follow the instructions. Huh? Okay, so we have yep. Already messed up. Already unplugging the wrong thing. I'm gonna unplug this guy, which is the controller. We're gonna set up this guy so we can see what we're doing. The pack opening cam. Switch this guy on. Yeah, this one's gonna take a minute. Really? You think so? You don't think we can knock it out? You don't think we can knock this guy out in one go? Well, it's only a 2-pager. Where do we start? I don't think it would take too long. Maybe we work from the feet. Maybe we do feet down, feet top down. What do you think? Is it a lot of steps? I bet we could do it. I bet we could knock it out. Well, the good news is that he's mostly a lot of the black pieces, and then we can pull out the ones that we need. I think we do bottom up, because then his head is the last part. Oh, dude, and then his stomach comes out. It's like a, oh, whoa. He's got like a little compartment in his tum-tum. This is cool. All right. I'm gonna use the pack opening cam. This might be a 2-parter, in fact. This may be a 2-parter, in fact. Okay. Tabletop. Hey, okay, not bad. Main cam. Watch out now. Watch out now. Okay. So I'm down here, and then Logi desk. No. Hey. Okay. It froze my main cam. We reactivate main cam. All right. Virtual cam's back. We go back to tabletop. Nice. and you guys get to see the madness. You guys get to see the madness in action here. Okay. Tell me what you guys think about this angle. And that there's LM right here. Help us out. Is this a good angle? Because you're right underneath the mic arm. We can see the instructions. We can start ripping open the packs here. One SF, one sugar-free gummy per 100 bricks. No. Let's go. Are you gonna have enough room? Yeah, looks pretty decent. Hello, LM. Angle good, lighting low. Yeah, we might have to punch up the lighting a little bit here. Let's see what we can do about that. Brightness, a little brighter, a little bit more gamma. No. Let's go default. About gain. Gain is good. Gain is better. White balance is auto. Exposure. Hey, okay. Wait a minute. Is that better? A little brighter, a little bit more visible. Looks a little bit washed out on the instructions, but that's better. Just put one of your monitors on something that's a little bit more of a white screen to give yourself some more light. Yeah, that's true. We could do that. Boom, boom, boom. Kind of like that. This is actually the Teddy Blocks website that we're looking at right now. This is the website. So yeah, we can pull that up as needed. Yeah, there's plenty of light now, and we can see, and you can see me. All right, cool. Let's do that. Okay. So the very first thing, we're building the feet, and I'm guessing the feet are not like solid plates, right? So we're gonna need 32 of the 2-1 of the 1-2s and 72 of the 1-3s. Okay. It does look like though that it has feet plate, foot plate in there, but I don't feel a foot plate in any of these. God, I'm really scared to open one of these up because I think that's like the beginning of the end. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, we'll just tear in. We'll just tear in. We'll take a bite. Ellen, you're going to be our pack holder here. You're going to hold our pack there, buddy boy. We'll do it like this. For fear of it leaking out. Put you over here. Okay. So we've got, oh wait, could they connect together, right? Because they connect together. So we have to figure this out early on. But I think they connect together. Oh shit. Okay, so these are a lot of the. Oh, I see. Okay, so these are the 1x2s, 1x1s, and the 1x3s. That's how this works. So we need to get a lot more of the 2x2s, and then some of the 1x2 and 1x3. LM, you are going to be the kingpin in this whole operation. I'm going to need you to hold some weight, more weight. And then 1-3s. Yeah. And then you can hold them up like this. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful when it all works together. I'm going to eat my other snacky right now because I'm going to need it to focus. Okay. To make our lives a little bit easier, and let's fold this out. Well, it's good to know there's only 3 types of pieces. That makes things a lot easier. Okay. So, looks like they connect together. What we want to do is put a lot of these 3x3 pieces it's 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So we do have to actually assemble a base first. We actually have to make 2 bases. It looks like there are 3x3s all along the bottom. So we have to do this is gonna be really bad if I can't connect the first few pieces. Oh, 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 that's cool. Okay. I've assembled a 3x3 piece. So the 3x3s, they all connect together at the bottom to form the feet. You got to be a little forceful with it. Yeah. Oh, cool. So now it's a 3x3 instead of a 1x3. And then you got to get 5 of these together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's a 2x2 above it, a 3x3, and a 3x3. Okay. Okay. So now this would go next. I thought it is a lot, but I'm kind of in the zone right now for this. Kind of exactly where you want to be for this. And then this would be where we connect the next side, and then we would put 2 more, a 2 and a 3. Oh my god, this is so sick. Okay. So now you connect them here. I'm doing it. Chad, I'm doing it. We get 2 more put together. See, my hope is that I enter kind of a flow state with these, and then before you know it, we'll be building the big guy. So now you have these 2, which go in beside these guys. Oh shit. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. And then a 2x2. Our first 2x2 piece should slot in. Oh my god. And then when you hit the flow state, then you can really start moving. You can really start making some magic. Dude. So now we've got the first half of 1 foot. Only 3,591 pieces to go. Grab my slushy, please. Now I want snackies. Hang tight. I'm going to walk to the gas station. Yeah, anybody pop or something? Yeah, I'll take a slushy. And if they don't have Coke, I'll do one of the berry mixes, please. Thank you. Dude, this is sick. This is actually really sick. I'm going to regret saying that in a couple hours, but right now it's really sick. And then a 2x2 and a 2x3. Okay, yeah. And then it's another 10 3x3 pieces. See, and then a 2 and then a 3. Okay. So there's 1/2, right? So now I can repeat this process using what I know, using my knowledge that I've gained to rebuild the foot. The second foot, I mean. Because it's going to go 3x3. Yeah, you just have to slide. You just have to get it slid in just right. But once it's in, I tell you, it's a little bit more involved than the Lego pieces, but they feel really good when they connect. This may be a two-parter. We may end up picking this up tomorrow and finishing the second half of the build. Because then now you had two more on the side. Oh, I tell you, pro tip, do it from the bot. When you're assembling them, do them so maybe you can see a little bit easier. When you're adding pieces, add them from the bottom because they lock in. They're really smooth when you come up from the bottom side. Yeah, and then now you've got 5 1x3s, and then on the side up here, because then next we're going to do a 2x1, and then oh, it's so sick when it all comes together. See, now I'm hitting the flow. Now I'm hitting the flow state. Let's grab another one. Boom. That. And then we basically have 1 foot, but I'm doing both. I'm checking my work. I'm making sure I understand. I know what I'm doing. Okay, 2 of the feet are done, are on the way. Let's take a look at this again. So it's 5 and 5. 2 3 2 3. Okay. So what if we did top down this time? Top down's a little bit tougher, not gonna lie. Okay. 2 3 2 3. Maybe do it like this. Nope. Do it like this. Nope. Here we go. So why don't we try 5x5 next? We'll hit the 5er. And then maybe, ooh, this is 4. And then 5. Okay. 5 goes in here. And the good news is that because I've already set the 2 sides, it should be right away. Oh, that felt really good. That felt really good. So now we're going to add another row of 5 and then 2 more on the sides. I really like this playlist too. This is nice. You guys have any Lego builds that you're looking at or purchasing? Because I know they had those Pokemon ones, but I don't even know what the latest trendy sets are. Or if anybody wants to build along with us today, you are more than welcome to. Because I think we're going to be here for a bit. Something tells me we're going to be here for a bit, for a minute. ASMR building time with Show Buddy. Yeah. The Helm of Sauron is pretty cool. Yeah, you're going to pick that one up? I think I saw one more recently that was more of like the nature themed ones, and I would really like to get a couple of those that just look like potted plants or like wildflowers and stuff, because it's kind of the theme that we've got going on in the house. It's actually a really good time to mention because I've been trying to figure out what to do with the office here, we've got so much room and so much space to work with. The green screen and the map wall, definitely want to find like a proper size and place for that. But I really want to flush this place out and get it looking like a proper, world builder's office, a studio, like set up some like pillars with like bookshelves here, or have some kind of like, archway from the top to the bottom that really frames the map wall. And then we can come in on the sides and like do something with this door. But from the top here, like hang some stuff, and then like with the window and the lighting on this side, I'm trying to find the right blend. Would kind of look like if you could imagine a wizard's study with like a writer's room, like a writer's desk, and a plant nursery, kind of all bundled in together into one to make this like the headquarters for the Shogundi Welt, which would definitely be centered here. We'll get like a star or something to say like you are here right now, and then like we'll kind of build from there as we begin to travel. I don't have Lego space at the moment, at least not for the large. Oh yeah, the Lord of the Rings sets too. Yeah, and Zelda, that would be pretty cool. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I want to turn this place into a proper, Shogundi's like wizard study, and like have, natural elements mixed in with like get some nice wooden furniture, you know what I'm saying? Find the right space for everything, and finish decorating my office finally. I've been out here for like 2 months. And I know there's no rush for it, but we use the hammer. This is when we use the hammer. Wow. And then you can really see it from the bottom too. Like the pattern that we're going for, because the top side, it just looks like one solid foot piece. Oh, it's so cool. Okay, so now we'll just replicate it. And I think the easier way to do that is to take the 5x5, or rather the 5 pieces, stack them, and then do the sides after. It is much easier to load them from the bottom, I'll say. So let me do 4. And this is probably just going to turn into a stream of me just counting more than anything else. So load from the bottom. How about that? Okay, so maybe for the other connected pieces. There we go. Nice, because now we do 2x2 on the sides. So multiple sides, it's easier to load from the top. But if you're just connecting singular pieces together, it's easier to do top loading. See, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm figuring it out. I'm going to look at the clock here in a second and be like, nice, I made the bottom of the 2 feet. And it's been 45 minutes. We can definitely break this up over a couple streams, but it's nice, man. It's nice to slow down. I think that's a lot of what I've been feeling this last week. Generally speaking, I think I was really moving too fast with all of my other plans. Because there's so much I do want to do for stream. Don't get me wrong. We've done so much already. And it's easy to fall in the trap of comparison. It's easy to look at what everybody else is doing on Twitch and think, gosh, like there's so much happening out there, and I feel like I'm falling behind, or I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I've seen 3 more people in the various communities that have started to do partner pushing, and they're really on track to do it. But I got to remember, not everybody's path is the same. and you never know who's out there watching. So it could just take a couple more weeks or a couple more months before we start seeing, proper numbers again. But I was thinking about what a partner push would look like this year. And we definitely need to pick a few extra days, I think, to get it going. But I know the parameters for partner have changed. So it may be easier than we think. We just need consistency is the main thing. And then you get to talk about consistency, and I'm starting to think about like clips and doing edits and stuff again for YouTube and putting ourselves out there on multiple platforms, And there it is, the 2 feet done, complete. 2 feet done, complete. Awesome. Yeah. So now we start stacking. Now we start stacking them. So it's like a 3, 3. Hang on. 3, 3. Oh, okay. So we're going to need a lot more of these guys. We're going to need a ton more of these. And then the brown, yellow, and blues, we can parse these out a little bit. It's cool because then these are actually going to stack like Legos once we get the larger pieces together. There we go. But yeah, man, I've been thinking a lot about my journey on Twitch recently, and like there's so much that I want to do, but I have to remind myself, you can't do it all in a day. And that's like my tendency is like I want to get it all done, and if I don't, I get hard on myself. But the reality is this, I am exactly where I need to be. I don't need to follow anybody else's track for success or, do all the things that everybody else is doing to get a following or to grow, naturally, right? We find our own way. Hammer included, yeah. It's what you make it. It's much like a Teddy Blocks build. It is what you make it, though I don't think that is the correct comparison because I am following a step-by-step guide to make it, and it's not a free-for-all build. It is a please follow correctly through each individual step, but you know what I mean. It's more so about having fun. And when I was traveling and visiting for my brother's wedding, I started getting a little overwhelmed, a little bit overstimmied, because there's a lot to do and there's so many steps and decisions to make when you're traveling that, like, yes, while it was enjoyable and I really had a blast, there were so many other things that I wish I could have been doing. And that's not to say that I didn't enjoy being there or that like my time, wasn't well spent. Very much the opposite. It just like it's the old habits of me wanting to do so much in any given moment, but like you have to make those decisions to be like, hey, I am here for another reason. Yes, there's a lot of free time right now, and it would be great to like, bang out a bunch of different ideas for stream, but you just write some of that stuff down and you live in the moment. And it was a really good exercise for me because I am somebody who struggles to like be in the moment. Interesting. So this is now spilling over. This is 1, 2, 3. It's 2, 1, 2, 3. And then 2, 3, 2, 2. Whoa, okay, interesting. Okay. So it looks like for this next one, I have to kind of go a little bit on the outside of it. So it's going to be, I don't know the best way to show you this, but it'll stack, and then the next couple of layers, it kind of tapers inward a little bit. More Pecco. Yeah, when did we start? We started like right at 2 hours. Let's see if I can keep up. See if I can replicate what we just did. Which is so funny to me too, right? Like the idea of wanting to like hurry up and get shit done, and like kind of having a little bit of impatience when it comes to the stuff that really matters to me. But stuff like this, like the tedium of pushing all these little blocks together. And I remember recognizing this in myself very early on. Like young, like probably 13, 14, 15, really young, but like, relative to how old I am now, I remember recognizing that like I have so much patience for the little like tedious tasks. And it could be anything like repetitive. It could be anything that's like, you would have to do it 100 times over before you get it right. Or prime example, I used to love making like little origami sculptures. And I remember there was one that popped up, and it wasn't the cranes. It wasn't a traditional crane, like origami crane, but it was like it was like one that you had to stack all of these little paper triangles together. This guy. I remember making this guy for my mom. Open image in new tab. And it's all of these little triangles that you make like 300 of them, and you stack them all together. Maybe it's like 150 or something, but you combine them and you stack them all together, and you make a little paper swan, little origami paper sculpture. And I had no problem doing that kind of stuff, like it was so easy for me just to like zone out and fold all these little tiny pieces of paper together. And probably a lot of people would look at that and they'd be like, oh hell no, absolutely, I cannot sit still long enough to do that. Shogundi, you are a crazy person. And I'd say you're probably right. But these kind of tasks, I really don't have any problem with. 3, 2, 2. So it's 2 and 3, which is really interesting. So I got to go up 3, right, on both sides, because then it goes back into 2. I got to go. That scared me. What's up, Chris Bag? Thank you so much. How are you? My friend, I have been hard at work. I have many things to discuss. Thank you for the gifted sub. 7 Sucked Off Sailors. What a name. You have such a gift, Chris Mack, for sharing your wealth and love with all of us, and also finding some of the best names on Twitch. How are you, my friend? We're doing a Teddy Blocks build. We're doing Teddy Blocks. You seen this, guys? Teddy Blocks? It's kind of like advanced Lego. We're on the first step. We just started. And I thought it was really funny because Space Bear. Yeah, here he is. World Bear, Space Bear. We're building this guy. Pretty cool. My mom got this for me a while ago, and I thought it was so funny because, oh yeah, there's Teddy Blocks. We did the sugar-free gummy bear challenge, and it's a giant teddy bear. So I thought, this would be fun to work on. Fun little build. How are you, my friend? How are things in your world? What's the latest and greatest? If y'all don't know, Chris Mack of Erica Legacy, working together, changing the way we talk about mental health and suicide prevention. Chris and I are busy working on a lot of really cool shit for you guys and many others. I have been diligently putting together a list of things for Chris that we'll divulge in due time. But I just want to let you know that it has been some of the most fun sitting down and crafting and working on this with you, and that you've kept up with us for so long. You believe in what we're doing here. So I just want to say thank you. And again, for all the support and all the gifts, but also just for your enthusiasm, for your energy, man. Like it's so crazy to have like reached a place now where like I think I've found the right people to get the stuff off the ground and to get going, and just to like sit in this moment. It's kind of what I was talking about, you know, like I've rushed through things in the past. I have from that fumbled and gotten frustrated when, you know, it didn't work out correctly the first time. But I think in the creation process, I've come to really understand my nature more, and I've really turned a corner with like how I sit with myself with frustration and wanting to achieve so much. You know, you have to slow down sometimes. You really have to assess what it is that you're trying to do. And I think in the buzz of my mind and like all the things that I want to get done, I want to achieve, I want to create, I want to build, I want to grow, these things take time. There's steps to it. There's, you know, not necessarily going through the motions, but more so like you got to do it right. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do it right. And I'm so excited to share more with you guys very soon. And I'm excited to see how all of this comes together. I hope that makes sense. It's very much been a lot of self-discovery these last couple of weeks. Okay, so this goes up. Interesting. Oh, I think I've made my first mistake. Hang on. So it goes up, but then you have to connect it with the 2 into the side. So instead of on the top like that, you want it side by side in the middle. And then, so it goes like this. So 2 and 2. 2 and 2, 2 and 3. Yeah. So the next one goes like that. Let's go. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. There it is. So then same thing on the opposite side, 2, 2, and 3. Interesting. So it goes up 2. Come on now. 2, like that. 2 on the inside. From the inside. Yeah, and then it's 3. Oh my gosh. I see it. I see the vision. Teddy Blocks, what have you done to me? Ha ha! How about that? So this is your second ring here. And it's nice to do them in tandem because then I can go faster on the second turn. So it went up. We have a 2-block gap, right? You have a 2-block gap. Yep. 2 up 3, and then 2 2 2, and then 2 2 3. I'm also very curious to see how these stack, because right now connecting them side by side is really good, but then how do they stack together is the next part. Come on. Come on, little buddy. Get in there. There you go. Almost got it. You really got to focus. I don't think you can break them very easily either. I think you just have to line them up properly. There we go. And then 2 and 2 here. And it's very helpful to see it side by side. Like, but doing it twice over. This is the kind of stuff that I mean. Like, you would think it'd be very tedious to have to do it twice, but actually helpful having a visual guide right beside you. Make sure you're doing it right. Nope. Come on. Almost got it. There it is. Okay. So you can see going side by side, very helpful because now I can do both. Up 2 2 and 2. And then 2 and 3. Oh man, we're doing it. We're getting the second layer going. Look at this. Okay. And then easier to lay it flat when you're combining multiple sides. So you basically want them to connect at the same time. Come on. Okay. Oh. Nice. Let's get you lined up. Please. Please. There we go. Okay. Second rings. Now you connect. Let me see this. Okay, so those line up with the third blocks in. So they would be like this. Oh, that feels good. Ooh, that feels good. Nice, dude. Okay, so there's one foot. Oh man, excuse me. Hell yeah. Okay. Second row. Nailed it. And they layered it just right where you get all the pieces flush. All right. Make sure they're all good. Right. Next row. Now we do. Oh, okay. 3, 2, 2. 3, 2, 2, 2, and 3. All right. So it goes out like this. There's also been a bit of screen fatigue, personally. I've been feeling like, okay, so it goes 2 and then 2, straight up. Just like, I work in a job where the nature of it is you're on computer screens all day, and then I come home and I decompress by looking at my phone screen for like an hour, and then I get back on my computer in my office. It's another big chunk of my screen time is at home, and I gotta be honest with you, it is starting to feel a little bit too much. Show Buddy needs a break. Obviously, I'm having fun. I wouldn't go live and I wouldn't do this if I wasn't feeling good. At least I hope you all know that of me by now, but just like it was also really good to take a vacation and get out, go somewhere new, put the screens and stuff down and just be in the moment. But I found myself just constantly online, surrounded by devices and screens and stuff, and it's really, really important to take breaks and to step away and not just get lost in the digital sauce. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Something like this is a really nice change of pace. 2, 2, 2, 3. Looks like 3, 3. So another 3, 3, and 3. Another 3, 3, and 2. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry, buddy. Okay. And then 3 comes back in. Out of my face. 72 brickies. Come on. Almost. Got half of them. It's the first halfer. Come on now. Get in there. Focus. Nice. And then I need 3 and 2. Oop. Little too close there. Right. Third row. Now I can mirror it. That's the other part of my trip that I really enjoyed. So when I left early in the morning and I went to Miami first. So I didn't go straight to St. Thomas, and I knew I was going to have a good chunk of time to just kind of bum around, like no agenda, like I was saying. Like I didn't want to just sit in my hotel room. I was exhausted. Like I was up pretty late the night before, woke up early, get to the airport, fly, make a connection, land in Miami. Miami is massive if you've never been there. It's a pretty big airport. And then like getting out of there, getting a ride to come and pick me up and take me to my hotel. I was just like, I definitely need to get out of here. I want to go and like take a shower. This is where you start adding the 3s again. And so my plan, 3 and 3 on each side, was to go walk around, and I saw from my hotel, it was like another 15-20 minute car ride to get to like the big park that's downtown. I forget the name of it. But on the flight in, kind of started this trend, and I highly recommend it, even if maybe you're not like a socialite or you don't feel comfortable talking to randoms out in the wild. But I don't think I would have had as fun of a time as I did if I didn't do this. So when we were flying into Miami, there was a group of boys, we'll probably say they're, 14 to 16 years old. Definitely gave me like young high schooler vibes, and they must have been on like some sort of school trip or whatever. But we had boarded the plane, and then we sat there for a minute, and we got a notice saying that they were going to have to do emergency repairs on the aircraft, which always puts you in a good mood and makes everybody very reassured when you're traveling that the flight that you're on now suddenly needs to have repairs. But the nature of the repair was with the wheels, and because it was a wheel repair, they have to escort everybody out and take all your luggage with you. And we had to go back and sit in the lobby or like the gate and wait for the all clear, because I guess if there are people already on the aircraft and you start moving, or if there's like a sudden jump or jostle, it could compromise the integrity of the repair or whatever they said. So whole class or team of high school boys really enjoying that, and not being like completely rowdy or like disrespectful. But when we sat originally in the flight, like for the first time, lady behind us, because there was like, okay, I'm in the window seat, right? Or like if you visualize it, show buddy's here on the window seat. There's the middle seat with one of the boys and another lady in the aisle, and he is talking back to his buddy who is behind me, and then the lady in the middle seat behind him leans up and like taps the boy on the shoulder, and she's like, hey, do you want to sit with your friend? I'll switch seats with you. You can sit with your friend. She was already getting flustered. She was already getting frustrated. And I think the kids picked up on it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, sure." And so after the allotted time passes for them to repair the wheel, she flags me before we start boarding, and she's like, "You're sitting in whatever seat number that you're in, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." Uh, I was like, yes, I am. Yes, ma'am. And she's like, okay, I'm going to switch with the boy next to you. And I was like, got it. Understood. I was like, yeah, definitely want to let them sit together. So she goes in behind me. We both kind of pile in, and then we didn't talk at all. It was a couple hours on the plane, and I think at that point everybody was kind of over it since we had to wait like another 45 minutes. Nice. So we get to we get to close to landing in Miami, and Captain makes the announcement. Hang on one sec. Woo! Getting a little congested. Captain makes the announcement. We're landing in Miami, and we're waiting to get off the plane, and we're pretty far back. I booked my flights, and I don't pay for first class or anything like that. I just usually take the furthest back rows because I'm never in a rush, and I can just wait for everybody else to get their shit and go out, and then I'll grab my bag and I'll go. But we're sitting there and we're waiting, and I don't know what happened. I just like something came over me, and I was just like, "Hey, are you coming home?" I just asked the lady, while we were waiting. Okay. So 3 back to 3 back to 2. So this guy goes on. Hang on. This guy. So this guy's hanging over 1. So this guy would be like that. I think it is. Because it would be the 3rd from the back, the 2nd. Yeah. Okay, I think I got it. Oh man, when it snap in place and you got it right, it's really good. It's really good. Now we're getting some dimensions in here. Now we're starting to get some elevation. Oh man, this is cool. Now it's coming together. Yeah, okay. Oh. Easy there. Easy there, Teddy. Uh-oh. There we go. A bit of a block malfunction there. You want to get this right early on, I fear. And that's why the hammer. That's why the hammer comes in handy. Hey, look at our booties. So I asked the lady. Got a nice dichotomy with Sybil dancing on one screen and you build Vana on the other. Yeah. Very, very Zen, Buddhist Zen. And then Sybil's probably going nuts. Going dance mode over there. So I asked the lady sitting next to me who she swapped seats with. I was like, hey, like, are you coming home, like, to Miami? Like, do you live here? And she's like, yes, yeah, I've lived here for a very long time. And I was like, okay, so I'm traveling for my brother's wedding. And she's like, oh, that's so awesome. Congratulations. Yeah. I was like, it's in St. Thomas, so I'm actually only in Miami for a night. And I'm curious with like a night, where should I go? What should I do? What do you recommend? If you're from here, give me something to do. Because I genuinely, I was like, I don't want to just rot in my hotel room. I would like to go out and do something. And her face lit up, dude. And she's like, oh my gosh, like she thought about it. Like she really was thinking. And she was like, like there's so much to do in Miami. But if you only have a day, she's like, you really only have a day? And I was like, I know. Yeah, it's probably tough. And she's like, you probably want to go to Bayside. I was like, okay, what's up with Bayside? She's like, it is awesome. There's all these little shops and places to go. And I was like, hey, that's perfect. I definitely plan to bring stuff home. So, go check out Bayside. And then she gave me a few other recommendations, but like that stuck in my head. And then I was like, I definitely want to go get something to eat. So I get to my hotel room. I, unload, I change, I get my next ride and checked in with the missus. And then I was like, I think I'm going to go check out Bayside. And she's like, she said something to the effect of like, you're crazy. I don't know how you're still going, like being up as early as we were. She's like, I'd be done. And it's like, well, I don't want to rot. I want to go and do something. So go to Bayside. And then for the rest of the day, I basically played this game where I was asking people randomly, like as I was exploring and walking around, I was just like, hey, like one night in Miami, one night, from Bayside to one place to the next, what do you do? Like, what's a good thing to do? If you had one night in Miami, what do you recommend? And it created this like domino effect of like an afternoon that like I probably would not have done on my own, but it was just asking strangers and people who lived in Miami, what's your favorite thing to do? And so I went from Bayside and I walked down. I was trying to get to the park, but the park was apparently closed because they were setting up for the World Cup. I was like, oh shit. Oh wait. Oh, I don't get to the singles until. Oh no, there are singles in here. Huh, interesting. So now it's just having me stack them. Having me stack the bricks one by one. Or I guess, yeah, like 3 2 2 2 2 3 2 2 2. Oh, interesting. Well, we're actually getting into our first colored or multicolored blocks, which is cool. But it looks like these. Okay, so actually now, oh, this is tough because now my bottom loading is compromised. I have to start stacking them from the top. Ooh, and then I gotta click them in. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Okay. That's fine. So I was trying to get into the park. I couldn't. I asked one of the guys who was on security, just very polite, like I wasn't trying to get in, but I was just curious, I was like, hey, what's going on? Like, what's the event here? What are you all setting up for? And he was really kind and he came out and he was like, oh, yeah, so we're building all the events and venues and stuff in the park for the World Cup. I was like, oh snap, I didn't realize that's what was going on. He's like, yeah. We come in, he's like, it's gonna be like a 6-week thing. And so we'll do all the events, and then eventually, by the end of it, he said the only ones we're not gonna, stream or like showcase, because they have like a couple different spots where you can go watch, and then I'm sure they would have like games and other stuff, for them to do. But he was basically like, yeah, so once we're done, we're gonna pack up, set up and break down and everything, and then we're on to the next event. And I was just like, damn, okay, so like 6 weeks. And I was like, you're gonna stay pretty busy, huh? And he looked me square in the eye. He said, he was like, nope. I could sit my happy ass down on that chair and sit on my phone. And I just bust out laughing. And I was like, well, I mean, that's a pretty good gig too. And we laughed, and then like there were trucks and stuff coming. But really cool moment, and was just like, he was just super honest about it. I was like, okay, well, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Good luck, basically. And I was on my way. So I couldn't go to the park, but I got to talk to somebody, and it was just like really, really cool about it. And thank you for doing all the gifts and stuff, Akatul. I really appreciate it. I guess we need more people to play. If you want to get in and you ever see the Pokemon community game, like a wild Pokemon appears, you can do exclamation mark Poke Catch, or if you haven't done it before, exclamation mark Poke Start. We'll get you going. We'll get you a Pokemon and get some items and stuff to participate. Now is going to be a really good time to do it because we're just hanging out and doing this Teddy Blocks build. But anyway, from there, I was like, okay, curious. Let's see, what else there is to do in town. And turns out Miami has like a Skyrail system. Brandon B's big chillin', I know. Oh my God, the Rainbow Smoke Time hype. Oh, that's so cool. The Kirby, the Curvo. It was like they actually have a Skyrail, so like a monorail system that takes you around the different parts of downtown Miami. So I go up and I'm like, hey, I see a guy and he's got this like Miami ambassador shirt on. And I was like, excuse me, curious about the rail system here. What do I do? Like, how do I get around? What do I need to know? And dude, he was so excited because I walked up to him and I said, hello, Mr. Ambassador. And he turned around and he was like, hi there. How can I help you? And I was like, I'm new. I'm trying to figure out how this rail system works. Can you tell me a little bit more about it? And he said, absolutely. That's why I'm here. And Sam was his name. Sam was lovely. He explained the entire system, the rail system to me, how to cross and get from one area of town to the other, and then asked him, hey, what's a, recommendation? One night in Miami, like, where do you recommend I go from here? And like, what are some places to go and check out? And he really thought about it. And he was like, man, one day, huh? One night. And I was like, I know. And he's like, well, if you're not into the nightlife, not so much. He's like, there's a couple of places that I would check out. And one of them, I gotta get a red out of this. I gotta pull specifically a red piece out of this guy. There's the arts area, and I was like, oh man, yes. I was like, okay. He's like, but you would probably want a little bit more time to go and do all of that. And I was like, yeah, you're probably right. Probably don't have enough time. Okay, interesting. Wait a second. Because this looks like there should be another layer of brick on top. Now I'm worried that I haven't built it high enough. No, because it should be 3. As per the arrow, steps here need to be assembled. Because this is number 2. Huh. I mean, it looks correct. But it's saying I need to go this way. It says I need to go backwards. And then it says this guy needs to come up, which I'm guessing probably would just be easier to load top. There we go. So it's supposed to go like this. There's supposed to be supposed to go 1 block back with the red. And then a single block there and another single yellow on the corner. Okay. I trust. We're still early on in this. So Sam from the Miami Monorail, shout out to Sam because he pointed me in the direction of another place that I wanted to go check out, and it was like where a lot of the other shops and like the, I guess, what would that be, like the commerce. Slime, what's up, baby? We're doing a Teddy Blocks build. Have you ever heard of these or seen these? The Teddy Blocks. We're doing Space Bear. This is my mom gifted me this, and I thought it'd be just really sweet to do a Teddy Blocks build. She actually gifted this to me to from. She actually gifted me this from Christmas, and then we ended up doing the gummy bear challenge 2 weeks ago. And I think it's hilarious that it's a teddy bear, and we did it on Mother's Day. So this is kind of a hangout and appreciation, retroactive appreciation for my mama. No, it looks so epic. W Mom. Yeah, big W Mom. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've been well. Glad to have you. Welcome in. And talking about my recent trip to St. Thomas for my brother's wedding, and my first night I stopped in Miami, and I basically played a game where I just asked a bunch of the locals, hey, one night in Miami, what do I do? What do you recommend? Where should I go? And Sam got me back to like the shopping and like places to go and like, purchase things, which is great. Love that. Definitely excited to go and do some shopping. So it took the rail system per his recommendation and his guidance, helping me get around. I immediately hopped on the wrong shuttle, and he flagged me down. He was like, just so you know, you can hop off at any time, and you'll see the name of each rail system. There's 3 different rails in Miami. If you ever go down there, it'll tell you which track that you're on, and then it'll take you through each stop, and then you can get off and like switch at certain points from like the center, the north loop, and the south loop. They all have different names, but really cool, really sweet guy, very helpful, and got me back into like downtown proper, where like all the merchandise or like the shopping areas are. And so I walked around, and then I ended up getting into the Miami Apple Store, which like is completely surrounded by all of these like palm trees and just really lush green, like very like vibrant scenery, which was amazing. I go down 2 and 3 here. And then proceeded to go and buy a new phone case because your boy needed one. It's been a minute since I got my phone. The beginning of the year, I just got a chunky. I can actually show you here. It's just to the side of me. I just got like a temporary, just like chunky, clear phone case because it was a new model iPhone, and I didn't want to go unprotected. So 2, 2, and 2. Yeah, I think it's 2s all the way down. Really nice when you hit the thread on the first one. So 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. Yep. So we're just building. We're going straight up on this. Just tit for tat, matching it. God, this is already getting solid. I can imagine when you start getting to the end of this, like it's a full Teddy Blocks construct. Yeah, W Mom. This is a extreme W. It's exactly what I needed. Just something to lock in and focus on, take my time. Boom! We're 4 Teddy Block rows in. This is the right foot Teddy Block. So I had this old case. Hashtag my old case, which was just a simple, clear, chunky boy. Didn't really care for it. So I got this guy instead. And it's very sleek, very nice. I like the way the buttons feel. It's my baby. Buttons feel really good, and I needed to get it. But it was also just a great excuse to walk in there. And it's an Apple store. I can't really say much about the interior, right? But glad that I did, because I needed to go get something new. Ooh, Pokey Catch. I like Rebombi. Pokey Catch. Rebombi. So I walked around the Apple store and then left, kept going around. I ended up getting lost from there because I kept trying to find like the World Center. And I guess the World Center downtown is just more of like a building that's like a landmark rather than like a place to go and explore, because I thought that the World Center in Miami was like the mall. And I was trying to find like an entrance to like a strip mall that I could go like, kind of peruse. I didn't know where I was going to end up on this trip. So I was just curious, like if I'm going to go and buy anything, maybe go to the World Center and shop around. I love my iPad, but I don't think I'll ever use their phones. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair choice, I would say. Um, End up stopping. Appears to be like a security guard. He's very nicely dressed. He's got the blazer with the white shirt underneath. He's got like the walkie-talkie and everything. And I could hear him kind of like, patrolling and like checking in with some of the other people. I just stopped him really quick. I was like, "Excuse me, do you know about this place? Like the World Center? Is there an entrance or somewhere?" And I think he was on where I was trying to find someplace to shop, but he pointed me back in the direction that I came from, and I was like, "Yeah, I've kind of already been through there, so I'm curious, right? Like, I have one night in Miami. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, and I'm curious if you have any recommendations." And he was like, "Oh, you're visiting?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm passing through. I'm in town for a wedding. I'm gonna be hopping on a plane tomorrow, but just curious, anything else you would recommend?" And he like points behind me at this point now, in the opposite direction. He's like, "There's definitely a lot more cool stuff this way." And he's like, "I've actually only been here like 5 or 6 months. So I don't really know everything about Miami, but definitely go back this way." And at this point now, I had only gotten like, a quick snack and like a drink. So I was just kind of walking around, getting my steps in. I was starting to get hungry again. So I follow his recommendation. I pass the stadium where the Miami Heat plays, which is cool. I don't really follow basketball, but I know the Heat, and I could see the big light up sign. I was like, "Miami Heat plays here." I was like, "Oh, sick." Pass by there, get a couple pictures, and then I turn a corner and I see this spot, which Akatul, you know what I'm talking about, because I posted it on my story. It was this like arcade bar and bowling alley called Lucky Strike. And you go in, there's a lobby, there was nobody there, but there was an elevator that sends you straight up. And I walk in and I'm like, "Oh shit, this is like a Dave and Buster's kind of deal, but in Miami." And I go and talk to the guy. I get all the recommendations about what to do inside the building. I end up playing a game. I shot like 135, which is fine. But then he told me about this one of the dishes that they serve, this Moroccan steak bowl, and oh my god, it was so good. I tore it up. I got a big tall glass of Modelo and I tore it up. Yeah, it was really fun. It was really cool. And then my server comes back and he's like, "Are you good? You need anything else?" And I was like, "No, man. I'm curious. Like, I'm here for a night. Tell me about Miami. Like, what's there to do? Obviously, I'm hanging out here, but I'm probably gonna go walk around some more before I head back to my room. What do you recommend?" And this is where I started getting a different kind of response, which I completely forgot. But Miami, apparently, is also very well known for its strip clubs. And I don't know what, I was expecting, but he started giving me club recommendations. And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Like, what's your favorite club? Like, which one do you like going to?" I was entertaining him at this point more than he was entertaining me, because your boy's spoken for. I'm not doing that. I ain't doing all that. But I respect it. Man had his recommendations ready to go. So I was like, "Okay, all right. Well, I'm not, I can't really do all that, but cool. Like I appreciate the recommendation." He was really cool otherwise, like, very helpful, very friendly. And then he's like, "Yeah, I love Miami. It's great." I was like, "I'm sure you do." But then I go back, I finish my food, my beer. I go back, put my shoes up in the rack. I told the guy up front, "Dude, amazing recommendation. Um, the food was amazing. I really appreciate it, and definitely excited to come back." Why did I do one? Why did I put one down? Oh, I was looking at the other one. That's why. Whoopsies. Now the real question is, can I get one out? Yes. Okay. I needed two. So I almost walk out of this place without paying too, by the way, which is really funny. So he's like, "Oh, did you already pay?" And I was like, "I paid for the food and the drink." And he's like, "No, you gotta pay for the game." And I was like, "Ah." I was like, "I'm glad you said something. Not trying to run out of here just yet." And then I asked him, I was like, "One Night in Miami, what do you think?" And he gave me a couple of club recommendations, but then I started getting all of my future recommendations at this point. I was told to go to Wynwood, which is in North Miami. So you find yourself in Miami and you hop on the rail. You can go north from downtown. Yeah, it'll take you north, and you want to go from downtown to midtown, which is Wynwood. And Wynwood was sick as hell. So I ended up walking north. I walked probably like 20, 30 minutes and was just kind of soaking it all in. But I went through this whole area of town that was like so much of like graffiti and street art combined in a way that was like not run down. It was definitely more like you could tell it was preserved and like celebrated, for like the artistry and stuff. And I was just blown away because like I've not really had the opportunity to explore and go around Miami for one, but so many people throughout this trip mention Wynwood to me, and I start seeing it and I start getting it. I stopped at like three or four other places after this, and I stopped asking, "Hey, what do I do in Miami?" I was like, "What do I do in Wynwood?" People were so sweet. And there's another place called 1-800-Lucky. Don't know what that was about. But if you can imagine like corner of the middle of like downtown Asia Market, but it was like five different shops all blended together and an outdoor bar and patio section. And it was so sick because they had the sushi bar in the middle, all the other places around it, the bar and everything outside. And it felt so like a different world, like you walk in from outside and suddenly you're in this like, oh, up front they had like a record shop with their own little merch. And I feel like it was that combo deal of like, hey, we sell records and here's a bunch of like other local artists and events and flyers and stuff going on. And then you go back and you can get like, 7 different styles of Asian food in 12 different ways. And I was like, oh my God, if I didn't just eat this Moroccan bowl, I would have just lived in this place. And I would have eaten like little samplers of everything, and I would have gotten drinks. I did end up getting another drink. That was my last drink for the night. It was a Sapporo. It's my favorite Japanese beer. And then went around, walked the corner, just kind of looked around to see some of the other places. It was so sick, dude. It was so cool. Just to get like the heartbeat of locals and like what their recommendations were. And I was just so impressed because like once I started hearing about Wynwood and I was like, okay, like I'm gonna walk that way. And then just like naturally kind of exploring and getting through it. Was so cool. It was just one of like the best experiences, one of the best things that I've done for myself in a long time. And it wasn't just me sitting on my phone Googling, top 5 things to do in Miami, Florida, or, here's the best touristy whatever thing in 2025, which is, I feel like, what I would have done in the past. But what I appreciated was that I did it in a way where I was talking to people and I was getting like that pulse and I was getting a sense of like, these are the people who live here and this is what they enjoy doing, not just like some rando, tourist who is just kind of making shit up as he goes. Speaking about myself here, I had so much fun just kind of, going off of the recommendations of everybody else. I was really glad that like I put myself out there and just like, was naturally curious and just appreciated everybody's honest answer, like some people, man, they hang out at the strip club on a Monday night, because that's a lot of people. A lot of the guys that I talk to, they're like, "Yeah, man, it's Monday. You know, not a lot's going on. Had you come on a weekend, it would have been more popping, and I would recommend going here. But I'd probably just go to the strip club." It's just like, cool, man, cool. Well, I'm not trying to die, so I think I'm just gonna go and figure out somewhere else to go and like get a bite to eat. But thanks though. I'm good. I got all that out of my system as a young man. I don't need all that. But thank you, bro. Thank you. And yeah, everybody was still like really cool about it. Oh, and this one is just a 3-piece. Yeah, it's a 3 and 3 here. Cool. So yeah, ended up closing out the night, got my Sapporo, got to hang out in like New Age Fusion Asia Market, was really sick. And then went home. I say home. Went back to my hotel and called the missus again, told her about everything that I did. Was just like really happy that I got around and made the most of my time. You know, I didn't have a lot of time to hang out in Miami, but just enough to like get around. And again, like I was really proud of myself for talking to people and getting those recommendations firsthand. Made it so much more special, I think. So yeah, all the lovely people in Miami, I appreciate you. And I definitely would go back, and I'm definitely starting in Wynwood. And if you ever go to Miami and you are not a strip clubber and a nightclubber like me and want something a little bit different, I could also see that north side of downtown. So like you breach north side and then you go a little bit further to Wynwood, but there were a lot of museums and like art driven locations in town that I would have loved to just had a day to go and explore and check out, but didn't have enough time. So another trip, sadly. So now we have 2 and 2 because this is the other corner. And then the next morning, I wanted to go like find a cool breakfast spot, and I did, but I got completely soaked in the Florida rain. Don't know what I was thinking. And had to go to Target as soon as they opened, first thing in the morning at 8 a.m. to go buy a new set of clothes. And I had bought a 3-pack of socks, and I had to wear all 3 of them to dry out my shoes because that's how soaking wet I was from the rain. That was really fun. That was my favorite part of Miami for sure. I was not happy about that. I was like, oh, it's drizzling. You know, I can go walk 6 blocks to get to this like, you know, cafe or whatever, and it just the sky opened up on me, and I like to the bone. I was soaked. It was pretty bad, but got the fresh pair of clothes. I put my wet ones in a Target bag, and then I walked under the awnings. In this plaza and had some of the best Cuban breakfast that I've ever had. And it was so good and so authentic. And you know what? It was worth getting rained on. I'll say that. It was completely worth getting rained on to go and enjoy it. So all worked out in the end. And then I went to the airport again and flew out to St. Thomas. So yeah, it was cool. I was I think more impressed that so what do we think? We got our feeties coming along. What are we, like an hour in? We barely made the 2 feet, hour and a half. Yeah, this is ambitious to say the least. This was an ambitious project to say the least. We still got to make, oh my God, we're like 5 blocks in and we still got to build the rest of this bear. It's going to take like 20 hours. Inkay. Ooh, Inkay. But yeah, I was just really impressed by the people in Miami and the recommendations that I got. that weren't strip clubs and nightclubs and places to go, do questionable things. But I actually got some really good recommendations and was pleasantly surprised by the level of like artwork and street art and like local shops and places that I don't think you would find by just doing like a Google search. I think it really comes from like the people who are who live there and have the experience of like, I've done all the shitty things, I've done the really good things, and somewhere in the middle on a Monday afternoon they gave me some awesome recommendations. So I was pleasantly surprised by that. I had a lot of fun. So yeah, I would definitely say, anywhere new, anywhere that you are traveling to that you don't have a lot of time, but like, maybe you're caught in between somewhere, or you just go somewhere new, but you have no agenda or not sure where to start. I would definitely say, oh, and I just realized my follower goal is overlapping here with the stream stickers. I gotta find a better spot for that stream stickers one. I keep like moving it around, but it keeps getting in the way of other things, or it keeps getting buried. So I gotta figure out a better spot for that. I would definitely suggest asking people, hey, what do you like to do around here? And you'll be pleasantly surprised, like what they have to say. And the entire trip just being kind of stitched together by locals' recommendations really made it more memorable, because I don't know, I remember the people, and I think about like their experiences and why they would suggest that to somebody else. Maybe they don't know, or I don't know, maybe that even more so is like, well, look, I don't know you or what you like, but this is what I would do. And it was just really fun. I didn't have enough time to do all of that in St. Thomas, sadly, but I think just being there and getting to walk around, I did get one recommendation, and I went to the same coffee shop 2 times in a row because it was that good. But didn't have as much time to explore as I would have liked to. It's fine. The whole point was to be there for my brother anyways. So I think that was a successful trip. I think it was really fun. And speaking of lots of fun, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here, because I do have a couple other things that I need to work on tonight. One of which being the next Bad Street show is tomorrow. If you go to twitch.tv/Bad Street and you make sure that you're following so you get the notification, I am doing a title match for the Twitch Championship against Kel's Art, and I will not be defeated. So I actually need to cut some footage and send that to him tonight, because I know he is waiting for me, and he's probably going to be up for like another 10 hours. Finishing all the footage for tomorrow's show. So I'm going to work on that. I hope to see you guys there tomorrow. We may end up going live a little bit early too and keep working on this, because I would love to finish assembling and putting all this together. I do have to put the rest of the pieces away. But today was good. Today was fun. It was nice just to catch up, and of all the options and of all the things to do, of all the places that you can go on twitch.tv, hanging out with me here today, it just means the world. I think we should keep working on Space Bear. I think that would be really cool to have this be like an ongoing project, and have a piece here in the office. Like I said, I want to assemble. I want to get this place looking a little bit more like a world builder's office, But thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me, and just sometimes it's nice just to slow down and just do some Teddy blocks, and that's okay too. But we got lots more planned for you. We got lots more next weekend. We are going to be doing the World Builders Summit proper. I'm going to get the buddies together. I have some amazing stuff to talk about with them, and I hope that you guys enjoy. I hope that you get some good bits out of it. But I think we should go and raid our good friend Toasty Bear. Toasty Bear is apparently looking at Thickamus Maximus. And you know what? I don't know what's going on, but I approve. I think we should raid Toasty Bear. Raina B, thank you for the stream. Oh, I'd love to say the Travel Tales. Thank you. Yeah, it's I didn't know what today was going to look like, but it was just nice to like kind of just sit and talk a little bit. It's Aura calls to us, and I think we have our raid message there. Camo Cody, CJ Wheelwright, Akatul, thank you so much for all of the bits and the cheering and the gifting of the show muggy. Craws, it was so good to hang out with you today. Marge, I know Slime came in for a little bit. Thank you guys so much for being here. Again, it means the world just to hang out and don't have to play a game. We don't have to do anything spectacular, but it just means so much to just be here with you guys and just to hang out and sometimes slow down and just enjoy the in-between moments a little bit. We're going to queue up this raid. I think we should definitely say, I feel like we missed the moment now. It's Aura calls to us. You think that's good? Or do you think we need to specify what Aura? Thickamus Maximus. It should raise the question. I don't know. It calls to us. Space Bear. What's up, dude? Squiggles, you're just in time. We're raiding out. It's good to see you, though. Hope you're doing well. Okay. For some reason, it's not liking the... It's not liking the format on the copy and paste. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to send you guys over to Toasty Bear. It would mean the world also to stick around with our raids. Go support our friends. Toasty Bear is an amazing creator. She is working on another amazing Sims build. Looks like for Professor Fate. And she does these for viewers and community members and really just gets into like the nitty gritty and the details, which we love. So we're going to go with Your Aura Calls to Us. That's better, Akatul. That's what I'm talking about. Your Aura Calls to Us. I like that a lot more. So copy and paste. Your Aura Calls to Us. I am going to play the outro, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Bad Street. I will see you probably tomorrow again to keep working on this Teddy Blocks build, the Space Bear. And then Sunday will be our debut of the World Builder Summit. If you would please get in the Discord so that way I can let you guys know more about it. If you're a subscriber, you get access to that sub club as well, so you can see some of the other pictures from my trip. If you want to see more shots from St. Thomas and other, what do we always say? Be good, be safe, be kind, and be nice. Go hang out with Toasty Bear. I'll see you guys very soon. Okay? Bye.